from Fenway, the Red Sox go for 4 in a row. It's game 2 with the Tigers, who JD Martinez punished last night with a mammoth 2-run homer. Hi, everybody. So good of you to join us tonight. I'm Dave O'Brien. My partner is the Hall of Famer Dennis Eckersley. Jemai Webster coming along in just a couple of moments. And Eck, just in, JD Martinez is having a monster season, leading the majors in home runs and RBIs.
Well, he hit a monster home run last night. What a way to start it off. A 2-0 game right away. We've been seeing this all year long. We saw it again last night. Number 20. Light tower power. This ball was way back. Mediocre piece of cheese. See you later. And, he's got having such a great year this year. And, he's worried about, nationally being recognized. Well, we recognize him here, and we do appreciate him. And look what he's been doing. He's been doing this all year long, slugging through the roof. But the run production that we've gotten out of him, I don't know if anybody expected this. I mean, he's going to have, good numbers, but 20 home runs, 52 RBIs right now. He's on pace for just a monster year.
And such a good hitter, too. It's not just about the power, although you saw the 7 game-winning home runs. That ain't too bad either. When we come back, this gentleman, Dennis Eckersley, and another legend in the house, Kirk Gibson, sitting down before the game. This was a special conversation. Jemai will have more on this when we return just in front of the Red Sox and the Tigers here from Fenway. Toyota's official website for deals, buyatoyota.com. By Dunkin' Donuts, America runs on Dunkin'. Lexus and the Lexus Strikes Out Hunger program. LL Bean, if it's outside, we're all in. Now open at One Seaport in Boston. By your local New England Ford dealers. And by Southwest Airlines, low fares, no hidden fees. That's transparency. Time to bring in Jemai Webster from Field Level. And Jemai, we just had a shot going to break of those two legends, Dennis Eckersley and Kirk Gibson.
Yes, that's absolutely right, Dave. Game 1, 1988 World Series. Kirk Gibson steps in, hits a pinch hit home run off of our man Eck. It was an iconic moment in the sport and one that is still tying them together today. As the 30-year anniversary approaches, the two had a chance to have a long conversation about some of those moments.
We had a meeting, your name came up, says, just throw, seriously, can you imagine just having a meeting, just throwing fastballs? Like, that's it.
It was a good game plan.
But they didn't think you were going to play, and neither did I. I didn't really pay attention. So when you came up, I knew it wasn't really you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but when I was 0-2 quick. What were you thinking? You guys were thinking, oh, this guy's toast.
I don't know. You had a funky swing on a couple of them, fouling them off.
Yeah.
It was amazing. And I don't want to get into pitch by pitch, but then you hit a little squibbler right down the line.
Yeah,
remember that?
We call that a little nubber.
We'll get to the pitch. He had stolen second base in the meantime, right?
And I'm just thinking now, I see a little jam shot over the shortstop. That's all I'm thinking.
Right, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking, all you're trying to do is make contact.
I was just fighting.
You did fight.
I call that full emergency. I
Totally,
declared it. 911.
Totally. Dude, right now, looking back, can you believe you did that? How far you hit that ball?
If you showed the swing and somebody that hadn't seen it, they wouldn't say it goes out.
That was incredible.
Much more from their exciting conversation on our pre and post game show tomorrow. You won't believe what was some of the things that were said. A lot of exciting stuff on the way. In this contest today, game 2 of their series against the Tigers, it is Eduardo Rodriguez looking to go 7-1. The team is 10-1 in his starts. Can they continue to improve on those numbers? Baseball's back in just a few moments.
Major League Baseball and the Red Sox by Digital Federal Credit Union. What can DCU save you? Camp, Together We Grill. And by Southwest Airlines, low fares, no hidden fees. That's transparency. Red Sox and the Tigers about to have at it. Expecting a very nice crowd on a pretty night. Temperatures in the 60s, but not a cloud in the sky for the most part. Just a lovely night here for the middle game of the series. Tigers are in the middle of the pack as far as runs scored, the same as most of the pitching categories. The defense pretty much the same too, so they look for all the world to be somewhere around a 500 club this season. But you know, that offense can be explosive. A lot of right-handed sticks in there.
You would assume that right-handed, that's a better club right-handed, especially when you got the 3 guys there. Who they're missing, like I said before, is J.D. Martinez. And I'll tell you what, he's got another chip on his shoulder trying to prove the Detroit Tigers wrong along with everybody else.
He talked about that after last night, and he said, you know, I feel nothing but love and generosity because they helped launch my career and make me what I am today. He said I have a lot of affection for that organization.
Oh, I bet he does. But at the same time, anytime you meet up with your old team, it just does. It just gives you a little more adrenaline.
Seemed to.
It does.
On that home run.
Oh, yeah.
Light tower power, as you said, literally off the light tower. Time for a twisted but true fact. Yesterday, Martinez becoming the fastest Red Sox hitter to get to 20 home runs since Manny did it in 2001. Twisted tea tastes like real iced tea. Be a little twisted. Red Sox taking to the diamond behind the left-hander Eduardo Rodriguez, and we are set for game 2. Here's a look at the Tiger lineup. Nico Goodrum is in there tonight. He's a switch hitter at the top of the order. Castellanos really is their best hitter right now. He's in right field. Cabrera, of course, still Cabrera. Martinez, the DH, with James McCann doing the catching. Leonis Martinez in center. Jones in left with Iglesias at short and Rodriguez at third base tonight. Facing the Red Sox starter presented by your New England Audi dealers. 6-1 Rodriguez with a 3.88 ERA, and the Red Sox are 10-1 in his 11 starts.
Yeah, the Red Sox defense is brought to you by Southwest Airlines. They're 6th in the American League, 30 errors in 61 games. Around the infield, Devers once again at third, Bogarts at short, Eduardo Nunez at second, and Mitch Moreland at first. Out in the outfield, you can see J.D. Martinez in left tonight. Benintendi in center. Bradley Jr. moves over to right. Behind the plate, Christian Vasquez catching Eduardo Rodriguez.
Umpires tonight brought to you by Toyota's website for deals, buyatoyota.com. Mike DeMuro behind the plate. Rehack at first, Wegner at second, Tumpain at third. We're available. This telecast can be heard in Spanish by selecting the SAP button on your TV remote. SAP presented by Toyota. Visit compara2toyota.com to see Toyota deals not seen on TV. And the weather for tonight, look at that sky, 63 degrees, partly cloudy. Expecting a lot of stars tonight as well. And Rodriguez set to work against Detroit. 1-1 lifetime, a 4.15 ERA. First one to Goodrum will miss for ball one, and we're underway.
Boy, Eddie's had it going on really all year long. You talk about 11 starts. The team has won 10 out of those 11 starts, but he's just been consistent, pounding the zone, strikeouts galore.
Yeah, his last 17 innings, 21 strikeouts for the left-hander.
Well, he's got electric stuff. I mean, everybody's waiting for him to put it all together. Well, he is solidly having a good year right now. You just hope he can be the rest of the season. He can take it all the way.
Goodrum, a switch hitter with good speed. Broke in with Minnesota last year, although that didn't go very well. He went 1 for 17. And he signed with the Tigers as a free agent over the winter. The 2-1.
Feature that a lot tonight, especially with all the right-handers. That changeup, to me, that's his bread and butter. I know he throws hard, but that's the equalizer.
He's got the changeup. He also has a fastball up to 97 miles an hour. That one 90, but missing. 3-2.
But he loves to go full, doesn't he? That's just amazing. You want him to go after guys, but whatever. He's been doing his thing, and let him do it.
And a payoff pitch. And how about Stephen Wright last night? Red Sox were hoping for 5, maybe 6 innings. He goes 7 shutout innings.
He put himself beyond the conversation about staying in the rotation. I think that's a given.
Got another one coming up this weekend. And the 3-2 moves him back and walks him. So if Goodrum is on, you got to watch him because he will run.
Last night he had it dancing. He really did. Some of these balls I could hardly catch. That one was. Look at that ball. I mean, these balls are just falling out of the sky down. He's going to throw one back to the screen. That one was the nastiest one I saw all last night. And then high cheese. See ya. Back to back, he threw him fastballs. He had it going.
96 pitches. Game took 2 hours and 41 minutes. Very brisk by today's standards. And just outstanding. Here's Castellanos, 336 of batting average with 6 home runs. Okay, I'm dying to know what it was like for you to sit down with Kirk Gibson before the game.
I didn't know what to think, before, and I was pleasantly surprised, to say the least. He was so reflective. He's a different dude now. Aren't we all?
Different from 1988.
Oh, yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah, when you play against each other, man, this guy was a stud, man, and he was ex-football player. He'd run you over, man.
He's a terrific wide receiver.
Oh, yeah.
In college. 0-2 the count. But you guys are connected forever in one of the most amazing moments in baseball history.
I told him we're like family now because everybody calls me Gibson. I've been hearing that for.
Oh, you hear that on the street?
Hey, Gibson.
Oh,
yeah,
great.
thanks a lot, man.
Isn't that nice?
Isn't that nice? But I tell you, he's a good guy. He really is. And we're connected.
That'll miss just inside. I think most fans are aware that Kirk right now is battling Parkinson's and has been for the last several years, and that's something he's very much behind and attempting to find some solutions to the disease that he's afflicted with.
Yeah, and I'm going to try to do some stuff with him going forward to help out that his charity, which rightly so.
Cabrera on deck, Goodrum on at first, and a 1-2. from Rodriguez, and it'll skip away from Vasquez. The runner's going to move up. Goodrum takes the turn, but he'll be content with second.
Boy, he's kind of yanked a couple of fastballs. Ball 4 to Goodrum. He threw down and in, and this is almost the identical pitch. Got 2 strikes on him. He just yanks it down and in. There's no chance for Christian to get to this ball. He just shoves a fastball 58 feet.
Castellanos has faced him 9 times. He has just 1 hit, but that is a home run. No score in the first. And a left-hander picking out a sign from Vasquez, a man in scoring position. A wave and a miss. He got him. He struck him out. You got a very hot hitter there.
Something new tonight. That wasn't a changeup. That was a 2-seamer down and away. Perfect spot for this 2-seamer. See that thing go down and away? I thought it was a changeup when he first threw it. It is a changeup. Come on. But it's 89 miles an hour. To me, that's hot enough to be a sinker.
That's a hard change.
That's a hard changeup.
Pretty good movement on it. Well, now Cabrera, who is 2 for 3 lifetime against Rodriguez. For the year, he hasn't played much. He missed 26 games because of a hamstring injury, hitting .307 with 3 home runs. In there for a strike, just on the corner. For a long time, did you and Kirk Gibson not speak after that?
Well, it's not a matter of not speaking. He's just not in my world. You think about it. I'm doing my thing. He's doing his thing, which was managing. He managed Arizona. And I was doing my thing over here.
We're talking 30 years ago, that home run. Does it feel like that to both of you guys?
I don't want to feel like that. Huh? You know, I retired 20 years ago, and that seems like yesterday sometimes, but the 30 years ago, wow, I was a different guy. I was a totally different guy. I was a different guy when I played. I'm not the same guy that plays that off the field.
Yeah.
I don't think a lot of guys are. I did a lot of things on that field that I tell you, I don't know. It's just the adrenaline does crazy stuff to you.
You guys were both kind of like that. You had a presence, you know. You had one on the mound. He had it in the batter's box.
Oh yeah, I hit him once in the wrist, and he screamed at me, man.
You did?
Oh yeah.
Before.
Oh yeah, long before this.
Long
this
before
is
that
when
happened.
Yeah.
0-2 sock foul. So what happened on that? I mean, you drill him, and what happens?
Well, I didn't mean to drill him.
Yeah.
You know, and so I got him on the wrist, and it hurt. So he went over to first base, and I'm trying to be nice, you know, like I looked over, I'm like, hey, you know, sorry. And he says, you say one thing and I'm going to kick your. And I went, well, never mind. And I went back to the mound.
Really?
He's a big dude, man.
Oh, yeah. Football player.
Yeah. He's going to take me out, man. I don't play that.
You just went back and did your thing.
And he doesn't even remember that, right? I don't forget that.
Well, stories like that and plenty more will be in our pregame tomorrow. That is in there for strike 3. Back-to-back Ks by Rodriguez. He pins Cabrera to home plate.
I guess so. That is paint right there. You're talking about a little cutter on the corner. Just a little cutter. Perfect pitch. You can't make a better pitch to one of the greatest hitter in the game right there. You can't get to that. Yep. Just nod your head.
Amica Insurance, great service, great coverage, a great price for auto, home, and life insurance. So 2 down, runner at second for Victor Martinez. He's 3 for 6 against Rodriguez. Batting on the right side, 251, 4 home runs for Victor. Now 39 years old and coming to the end of his deal with the Tigers.
Well, he had a nice career. Over 2,000 hits. Seems like he hasn't caught forever. He always could hit.
Now the strikeouts continue for the left-hander. He's been piling those up. So 1-0. Punched in there at 94.
Boy, he's featured everything in this first inning, hasn't he? Cutters, changeups, fastballs in, fastballs away.
Goodrum at second after the walk and the wild pitch. And a 1-1. Just off the corner at 94.
See how easy that fastball is? He doesn't come out of his shoes at all. Doesn't, yank his head. I mean, if he wants to let it go, he's got a lot more than 94. If he just aired it out, he's a all-round pitcher now. When he's on top of his game, he's got it all. This kid is special. He really is.
6-1, a 3.88 ERA coming into play tonight. Of course, you have to throw Martinez strikes. Here's the 2-1. He's run it to 3 balls, 1 strike. McCann would hit next.
Your only gripe about him is that he does take counts full a lot, doesn't he? I mean, he pitches, he'll get 0-2, and the next thing you know, it's 3-2. He tries to be perfect. I'd like to see him go after guys more, but hey, you can't pick on everything. I mean, this guy's throwing the ball good. He does it the way he does it.
A good count for Martinez. Got the 2,000th hit of his career last July. And time is granted by the home plate umpire DeMuro. Yankees and Toronto are underway. In fact, they're in the 2nd inning now, 0-0. Red Sox with a 1-game lead on New York. As well as the Red Sox have played, it's been difficult to break away from the Yankees. They keep winning too. Little trickler.
You got time.
Devers firing and got him. He did take his time and he did get him. 1 man left and the Sox are coming up. Mentee Amari with the Red Sox lineup, brought to you by Toyota's official website for deals, buyatoyota.com.
Thank you, Mr. O'Brien. My name is Ashley. I am here with my mentee Amari, who's going to read off the starting lineup for the Red Sox.
Leading for the Red Sox, the center fielder Angie Benintendi, the shortstop Xander Bogaerts. In left field, J.D. Martinez. Batting fourth, at first base, Mitch Moreland. At second base, Eduardo Nunez. The DH, Sam Travis. At third base, Rafael Devers. The catcher, Christian Vasquez. And batting ninth, the right fielder, Jackie Bradley Jr.
Ladies, thank you very much. Well done. Count 0-2 on Andrew Benintendi, hitting .294 with 9 homers, 41 runs batted in as he checks against the lefty. Lane Hardy, who is 2-0 with 2.77 earned run average. He's worked primarily out of the Tiger bullpen the last few years.
Never made a start before this season.
Back toward the hill. And the southpaw fires a strike to get Benintendi. One gone.
Let's take a look at the Tigers defense tonight. They're 7th in the league with 31 errors in 62 games around the infield. Ronnie Rodriguez at third, Iglesias at second, Nico Goodrum at second, Miguel Cabrera at first. Out in the outfield, Jacoby Jones in left, Leonis Martin in center, Castellanos in right field. Behind the plate, James McCann catching Blaine Hardy.
That'll send him Xander Bogaerts at 282. 9 homers for Xander. Number 9 came last night. He ripped a home run into the Red Sox bullpen. So he is on pace to surpass his career high of 21, which was 2 years ago.
Yeah, we've seen him launch some balls over the monster this year. I mean, way back, but that's the first one we've seen to right field in quite a while. It's a great sign. You'd love for him to be aggressive early in the count.
JD Martinez on deck. Red Sox had 42 and 19.
Watch the swing that he takes right here. Fastball, cutter, whatever, out over the plate. Nice level swing. Doesn't, ball just jumps off his bat into the bullpen.
Mike Bradley was upset that he did not catch it in the cap there. Mike, the Red Sox bullpen catcher. And he was livid with himself as that one is downstairs. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, that was a can of corn, man.
Oh, I think that's a tough play.
You think so? Look at that
with
thing.
A hat? I don't know. I love how upset he got. I mean, he was really angry.
Yeah, he had it all measured.
My guess is there was a couple of bucks on that.
Yeah, I bet.
Gentleman's wager.
Yeah, Joe Kelly was right behind. He looked like he was trying to get in the way.
And Bogaerts down hacking. 2 fast outs here in the first inning. Martinez on the way up.
A lot of off-speed stuff early from Blaine Hardy. Nothing special. Doesn't feature much more than 90, but he's not about fastballs. He's about little cutters, breaking balls, and he has a real good changeup, as we just saw.
JD hitting .318, 20 homers, 52 runs batted in, the major league home run leader. Last night blasting one up against the light tower, 431 feet. Also giving him the major league lead in RBIs as well. He is putting together a special year. And that one is tagged. Driven toward the monster seats and high off the monster. He wants second. Jones up and throwing. Going to be a play there. He slides in. He's out. Cut down on a toss by Jones from left. We'll see if the Red Sox choose to review this.
Boy, that was a close play. Quick tag. It's all about the tag. He gets in there, but watch this tag. He slams it down there. I don't know if he got him or not. This is a better angle. I think he got him. Kind of clipped his front foot.
Yep, Goodrum with the sweep tag. First tag the base. The Tigers are all coming off the diamond now. And he is indeed out at second base.
it's mass mentoring night at Fenway Park. They got 1,000 mentors, mentees, and people of youth-serving organizations all in the green shirts. You can recognize them by that. And Beth, how much does a night like this in conjunction with an organization like the Red Sox really help create awareness and the mission of your organization?
Well, tonight's amazing. We bring 1,000 mentors and mentees to Fenway Park, not only for them to celebrate each other and have a great time, but also to let the public know and see how important adults are in the lives of young people, not only to have fun, but to help them grow up and to be well in the world.
Now this morning, top of the morning, bright and early, Alex Cora, along with our own guy, Tom Caron, was at the Champions of Mentoring event, raised $200,000. How much does money like that really go a long way for your organization?
Yes, yes. I mean, for Alex to come at 7:30 in the morning and be with us was quite a thrill. And $200,000 allows us to bring services to mentoring programs across the state, from the Berkshires to Gloucester down to the Cape. It goes a long way. Today is our biggest fundraiser of the year, and it was a great success thanks to the Red Sox.
Now, for the people at home watching right now, wondering how they can get involved in some of these positive youth-adult relationships, how can they join the fight?
Yeah, everybody has something to offer a young person, and we need mentors of all kinds. So you can just sign up and go to massmentors.org. That's massmentors.org, and you can find out how you can be a mentor in your own community.
Beth, appreciate the time. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Back over to you, OB. She was nervous, but that was an A-plus job.
Beth was fantastic. Had you right there to help, Jemai. Well done by both of you. And by our own Tom Caron as well earlier this morning. Popped up by McCann and backpedaling to make the play. Moreland in foul ground for the first out here in the second. So man gone Martin will be up next. Tigers right now in second place in their division, the Central. 3.5 games behind the Cleveland Indians. They're just 12-14 against that division. So we'll see how it goes the rest of the way. Expectations not sky high in Detroit. Ron Gardner, a really fine manager. Did a great job for many years with really an under budget Minnesota team.
Oh, totally. You think about where he took them, all those pennant winners over there. I don't mean pennant, but division winners over there. It was tough. Every year the Yankees would beat them, it seemed like. But it's not like they were favored all the time, Minnesota, at the start of the year. He just sort of got it done.
Fundamentally sound. That's what he's been preaching to these Tigers this year. And they've gotten better in a couple of key areas like base running and defense. Martin, a .254 hitter with 7 home runs.
You know, offensively, they're last in the league in home runs, but first in the league in doubles.
Speaks to their ballpark, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Big. That's a triples ballpark almost.
Yeah. Martin 0 for 3 against Rodriguez lifetime.
Perfect pitch. That is a dotted cutter. I mean, you can't hit this pitch. This is perfect.
And he tends to make a lot of those kind of pitches.
I know. And why does he go 3-2? I'm going after people. I hate to nitpick, but man, with his stuff, I'd go after people a little bit more.
2 punch outs in the first inning, and that just misses.
He finds his way to 3-2. I mean, it's amazing. He gets it done.
Jones on deck, who just made that fine throw from left. We are scoreless in the second. And time granted to Martin.
I mean, he's a punch out guy. He pitches, he goes for punch outs. I don't think he plays contact all that much.
Nope, he is fond of the K, and he's been racking them up. Would love another right here. Just a piece of it for Martin.
Trying to start that cutter right at Martin. He started it inside. It went across the plate. But that's the one he's trying to freeze him. That's the pair of shoes pitch. Couldn't wait to say that.
I know. I know, and I like it. Actually borrowed it on the last road trip once or twice. Yeah.
Yeah.
You freeze a guy like that, make him a pair of shoes. 2-2. He has run it full. 95, so his early velocity is very good.
Oh, it's there.
Last 4 home starts, a .274 ERA. Tomorrow, another left-hander going for the Red Sox. That'll be Jalen Beeks to make his major league debut.
Boy, he's going to be excited for that, huh? He never thought he'd be on the mound this year, I bet. Beeks.
We saw a lot of them in spring training.
But think about it. You know, you're down in the minor leagues. You got this rotation that who's going to crack this thing? But you never know.
Payout pitch. Popped up. Vasquez chasing over near the netting, but off into the box seats. Beeks is 5'11". He's not a big kid. Lots of strikeouts, as you can see there. 3-3 with the Paw Sox, 2.56 ERA.
We're going to see how he gets those strikeouts. I don't think he's overpowering, right? Fastball wise. You don't have to be. You need that little strikeout pitch. Probably a, we'll find out. Cutter, breaking ball.
A big night for him. His major league debut. Long at bat here for Martin. Rodriguez walked the leadoff man in the ball game, but then got the next 3 men in the first inning. Here's the 3-2 again. Rattle to Nunez. Plenty of time to get him. 2 up and 2 down. Enjoy the Fenway experience with your group. Red Sox group outings, perfect for entertaining clients, boosting employee morale, and more. Visit redsox.com/groups for more information. Sun setting here and a beautiful night at Fenway. Jacoby Jones here, 218, 4 homers, and 15 runs batted in. Tigers think he could become a really fine player. Oh, that's going to be fair past the lunging Devers down the line. That'll keep on rolling and rolling. He's rounding second on his way into third. He can really fly, and he'll stop there.
Yeah, what happened down the line looked like it took forever to get out of that corner. You never see a triple down the left field line here. Boy, he gets a fastball down and in and just sort of chops it. Not pretty. Perfectly placed. Devers makes a nice attempt at it. Just couldn't get there. It goes down the left field line, and it takes a half an hour to get out of there. And he gets a good look at it. He knows he doesn't have to even pick up the coach. He knows it's right in front of him. Stand up triple in Fenway Park down the left field line.
I don't know if I've ever seen that.
I mean, really.
It is his 4th triple of the season. Comes with 2 down and brings up Iglesias. Jose 256 with a pair of home runs.
Must have hit the. I was going to say, I thought, he just sort of. Well, he didn't do much wrong with it. Took him a long time to get there, I guess. I thought it might hit the gate down there.
I think you were right. It just rolled for half an hour. He didn't really scald it.
Might have been playing him over like left center too. That's a long run.
So a man at third with 2 gone here in the top of the second. Iglesias is 3 for 7 against the lefty. He's fallen behind 3-0.
Tell you what, you're not giving in, man. 2-0 change up down and away.
The 3-0 taken all the way, and he pounds it in at 95. Back to where Martinez was.
Yeah, he's way over there, left center field. You see a lot of that from both sides. Both teams play that way. Took them a while to get there. That's the problem.
.3-1 coming. That one ripped toward the alley. Man, that's going to settle down for a base hit. The run is in as Benintendi scoops it. Iglesias strikes his 21st RBI, and that'll make it 1-0 Detroit.
Ooh, pesky guy. Iglesias 3-1 gets a fastball. Got a middle, and he doesn't crush this ball, but it's a gapper right there. It gets there, finds a spot out there. He'll take it RBI.
So Iglesias picks up the ribby. That'll bring up Rodriguez, the number 9 hitter. Jones scoring after the triple. Rodriguez hitting just 133, no homers and 1 driven in. Candelario went out last night with an injured hand. Rodriguez came on for him and continues to play tonight. They lose a lot of offense in that move, in that switch. And the 0-1 fouled off the end of the bat. Tigers have done all right against the American League East. Not a ton of games, but they are 9-7 against the Sox division coming into play tonight. And the 0-2 waved and missed. He got him for strike 3, but a run scores. 1-0 Detroit.
On our all-new Bruins Academy, Bruins head coach Bruce Cassidy discusses his first full season at the helm. Plus, some younger Beefs players share their draft day memories. Catch it all on all-new Bruins Academy tomorrow night at 5:30 on NESN.
Bottom of the second, Tigers in front 1-0. With Moreland leading off at 3-10 homers. He's driven in 30, 2 for 4 last night. And I think you're doing a fine job on the promos and all those reads. But Rick Sutcliffe, the Cy Young Award winner, who's working tomorrow night's game, I believe, is a frequent visitor here to our booth and a former teammate of yours.
Oh yeah,
and a former teammate of mine too, as a broadcaster. And he came in and kind of gave you the business about the promos.
Yeah, he's got a lot of nerve, doesn't he? What a nice guy.
He is a very nice guy.
Can't wait to see him again. Give me some more critiques.
More words of encouragement.
Oh, isn't it?
Said, Eck, you're terrible on those, man.
You're terrible.
I thought that was harsh. I think you're doing a wonderful job.
I see the guy once a year and he drops a dime on me. Get out of here.
1-2. Cracked on the ground, but on the right side of the infield. And Moreland will be quickly retired. One away here in the second. That'll send up Nunez.
This Blaine Hardy, he's not going to dazzle you. You watch some of the stuff we've seen already. It's nothing special. But you get some funky swings. They second, third time around. We'll see.
He's faced the Red Sox twice in relief, but not since 2015, so it's been a little while.
When did they get this idea about him starting? I don't get that. 164 appearances before this year.
Just this season, and he is 2-0. 2.77 ERA, so he's had a little bit of success. And he knows the caliber of the lineup he's facing tonight. He said before the game, I feel like part of my success has come from not giving the hitters too much credit. He said their lineup is very strong. Everybody knows that. But as soon as you start letting those negative thoughts into your head, that's when you're in trouble.
Well, first of all, you got to know what you're doing when you feature what he's got. I mean, we see right away backdoor breaking ball, follows it up with a little changeup. I'm going to slip that 89 one of these days. Backdoor paint misses. And that's what he features, and he got to slip that hair by you that much.
He's no kid. He's 31. 6'2", about 220. Facing a hot hitter here. Nunez, 6-game hitting streak. He's 10 out of 24.
Well, he likes this guy. This guy swings the bat. Nunez does not walk. He hacks.
And will sometimes go after pitches that are 5-6 inches off the strike zone and getting those to fall in for hits. He foul tips that one into the mid. Strike 3. So 2 gone.
Got a middle changeup upstairs and just nicked it.
Premium Flex plans are on sale right now. Plans include matchups with the Yankees and summer weekend games and some of the best seats at Fenway. For more information, visit redsox.com/premiumflex. Well, Sam Travis is in the lineup tonight, getting a start at DH. And a pinch hit 2-run single, his first at bat of the season Sunday in Houston, as he drove in a pair. Swings right away, pops it into right. Goodrum moving over along with Cabrera, and the second baseman gets knocked down making the catch. A nice play to stick with it, and that retires the side. $777 to the Relay for Life of North Attleboro. To the third, 1-0 Detroit. Goodrum, Castellanos, and Cabrera, top 3 in the order here against the left-hander Rodriguez. Hard hit, but it stays down. So does Devers. And Goodrum retired, 1 away. Our custom suits are designed by Joseph Abboud. They're made in America using only the finest Italian fabrics, available at Men's Warehouse. Text NESSN1 to 66960 and receive $100 off your next Joseph Abboud custom suit at Men's Warehouse. Data rates may apply. Castellanos next. He whiffed in the first inning. How about the controversy with the Yankees and ESPN that apparently has been cleared up now, but the Yankees avoiding a scheduling conflict in July, otherwise would have forced them to play 3 games in about 24 hours with travel in between.
Well, I tell you, if it happened to the Red Sox, you'd want the same thing. You would no way you want to play 3 games in 24 hours.
No doubt.
I mean, come on.
Major League Baseball said yesterday the Yankees scheduled game against Toronto Sunday, July 8th, will be moved from 8 p.m. to 1 p.m. And they're scheduled to play a doubleheader the very next day on Monday, July 9 in Baltimore. The Yankees reportedly were unaware they had been chosen as the Sunday night game before they agreed to that July 9 doubleheader against Baltimore, which was forced when their scheduled game was postponed because of rain.
Yeah, poor Toronto. They haven't had a Sunday night game in 20 years, right?
That's right. I don't know if this particular Toronto team is one that everyone's terribly excited about on a Sunday night, but
I agree.
Your point is made. It's been a long time. Aaron Boone was particularly outspoken.
Yeah, they could have done without that, right?
By the way, he was a little bit.
I'm not going to talk to you guys.
Yeah, well, he's saying, hey, could lead to some problems. If they continue to push this through. Usually those things are kept kind of private. Swing and a miss. It gets by Vasquez. Has to go to the backstop for the throw. A long one. Safe at first base.
Oh, bang, bang at first.
Castellanos whiffing for the second time, but we'll see if he's put out at first base.
Well, if he had run right away, he would have been safe easy, but this is a close play. You see him stretching for it. He's safe. Oh, it's close. I'd say safe.
Long throw on that one.
Good call.
So no challenge here. A new mitt for Vasquez.
Ball went through the webbing, huh?
I think that's it. So Castellanos safe at first.
Boy, must have came right through the webbing. Let's check it out. Yeah, it just gave out. It was right at the end of the webbing to begin with, so it wasn't fully in there, but it broke.
There's Cabrera, 0 for 1. He struck out in the first inning. So do you have any choice other than to rule a pass ball on that? Even though it went through the webbing, it's defective. It is ruled a pass ball.
Right, it's not a wild pitch. Hang with him, It's your glove and didn't catch it, so it's your fault.
It's your equipment. 1 ball and 1 strike on Cabrera. He's had a sensational career, but boy, his contract is going to go on and on and on.
He's only 34. I say only 34 because I think of him as being like 38, isn't it? He's been around forever.
And last year he had a tough year. Only 16 homers, hit .249, couple of herniated discs.
I mean, he's been around since the World Series, 2003, right?
Oh yeah, so he was 20 years old.
Right. Remember, he hit a home run off of Clemens when Clemens was with the Yankees.
Yeah.
Right center field. He was 19 years old. I was saying, oh, look at this guy.
He signed an 8-year contract extension in 2014. He still had 2 years left on the old deal. So from that point, it was a 10-year commitment at about $292 million. So he will be a Tiger for many years to come.
What are you going to do here? Everything away. 3-1. What are you going to do here, Eddie? Try to paint him down and away. If you miss, I guess you miss.
One down, a man on, and the 3-1 to Cabrera. He went for the downs, 94-mile-an-hour fastball, and he came up empty.
Looking fastball, gets it, it's by him.
Cabrera with 465 home runs, an 11-time All-Star.
1,600 RBIs. I mean, my goodness.
On his way to Cooperstown. Very capable of being doubled up as he flicks that one foul. Hit into a double play last night with Stephen Wright on the hill. 1-0 Detroit here in the top half of the third at Fenway.
Boy, he should be diving out there as everything's away. Boy, you'd have a pair of shoes if he threw a ball inside, huh?
Castellanos with the lead, 3-2. He spoiled that one.
Look at all those pitches.
Changeup.
He throws his changeup like a fastball. You know, he uses it like a fastball. Anytime. Gets ahead with it, puts you away with it. And it's a perfect spot for this changeup. He's got that thing down pat.
Victor Martinez next. Only 3 home runs for Cabrera. Out a long time with an injury, and he rips that one. Oh, Nunez with a play. No play at first base, but he snags that one and steals a hit from Cabrera.
Got up just enough. This is a bullet fastball way. Stays on it, lines it. Ball kind of had a hump on it, but he got up. Got up enough. He wanted that thing. Boy, he saw enough pitches out there. He's going to sting it sooner or later. Laughing on how high he got up.
I would bet that knee is feeling a whole lot better. Well, he's been swinging the bat, and that leaping catch that'll bring up Martinez. He's 0 for 1, having grounded to third. 2 out in the inning. And if not for the busted webbing of the catcher's mitt, the inning would be over.
Saved him a few pitches, really.
Victor has been such a fine hitter over the course of his career. Certainly was his 1 year in Boston when he was an all-star. Been an all-star 5 times. The one season with the Sox in 2010, he hit .302 with 20 homers, 79 runs batted in.
When was that? 2009?
2010.
10.
And the 1-1. 1 ball and 2 strikes. McCann next.
Like Eddie doesn't want to make a mistake. He's pitching all these right-handed hitters away.
And a lot of right-hand hitters.
Oh yeah. Change up again? No, high fastball he called for.
And a 1-2 to the switch hitter. Can't put him away there.
He finds his way to 3-2, doesn't he?
A lot of full counts.
What is this? Back to the changeup after a high fastball? Wiggle me. Yes.
Castellanos a short lead at first and a 2-2. Lofted foul out of play.
These guys foul that thing off. Can't you just put a weak ground ball in play? You know, that's the problem, right? You don't want to swing and miss with a changeup. You want to throw changeup to hit a ground ball, one pitch. Wouldn't that be beautiful? I mean, that pitch count. He has a hard time not throwing 100 pitches in 5 innings. He just does.
And yet he's an automatic win pretty much when he can complete 6 innings. He's been remarkable. 22-3 in his career when he goes 6 or more.
That's a lot of signs right there.
Two and two out.
Was he nodding? Let's go inside there, or what's going on? Got me thinking. That's what I used to do. So I wouldn't have to get a sign. I'd just nod. Let's go in there. There he goes.
High fly did away center field, but there's Benintendi on the back pedal, and he's got it. 1 man left.
Streaks, updated times, and more. Visit NESN.com/schedule to import it now. It's represented by Franklin Sports, the official batting glove of the Boston Red Sox and Major League Baseball.
The Red Sox looking to get on the board tonight against Blaine Hardy, the left-hander. Devers, Vasquez, and Bradley. And Raphael, his batting average has trickled down to 223. 0 for his last 12. He's handled left-handers well in his career, his short career. 306 against southpaws. Bounding ball, driving back. Cabrera, a little slip there, throw to first. Not a good one. It gets by. And Devers is going to be safe at first. Backed up by McCann all the way near the backstop.
Well, that play had trouble written all over it once. Cabrera backs up on this ball, but he does pick it. Watch him back up on this ball and plays it to a hop, that high hop, but he has to leave his feet. But the pitcher's late. Hardy's late. If he's there camped out, he might be able to catch this ball, but left-hander falling off the other way a little late. Bad throw. That'll go as a hit.
I think you're right. I think it should. Nothing official yet. As Vasquez climbs in at 188, a homer. He's driven in 7. And he's got himself a new catcher's mitt. See what he does with the bat here. Tags that one. He laid into it to left center field, and that is high off the green. Devers to third. He's going to score. It's dropped out there by Martin. Vasquez has tied up the ball game. He almost hit it out of here.
Boy, he can use that. I'll tell you, I thought this ball had a chance. Left center field, he got it up. Fastball, middle, nothing on it, I'm telling you. And he lifts this ball. I thought he got him. Hits it about 3/4 up the wall there, way up off the top. That's a double RBI easy. Martin has a little trouble with it. Doesn't matter. That's a double.
Vasquez starting to come alive now. 6 doubles. Of course, he homered over the weekend in Houston for the first time this year. That was a no-doubter. Here's Jackie Bradley now hitting right at 200 with 2 homers.
Devers, he doesn't skip a beat. He knows, he reads this well. He's going to score easy off of this. Nobody even at second base. They give up the double.
Devers with a base hit and scores the first run of the night for Boston. Nobody out, and that's going to drill him. Jackie Bradley hit by the pitch. First and second, nobody out. Benintendi on the way up. Jackie had nowhere to hide on that one. Benintendi 0 for 1. He's grounded to the pitcher. He's been so good over the last month or so in RBI spots. He is 7th in the American League in RBIs. So he is on a well over 100 RBI pace.
What did he get last year? 90, I believe, right?
Right, 90, right on the button. And 9 home runs. Vasquez back in without a toss. Benintendi hit 1 home run in the first 32 games of the season. He's hit 8 in the last 25.
Here in Fenway, we know he can hit the ball out the other way. We threw that ball by him. Looking for something else.
By the way, Mookie Betts will take batting practice on the field tomorrow. He has told Alex Cora he then wants to play 1 rehab game, 1 minor league game, which we assume is going to be on Friday. So the earliest you'll see Mookie back would be Saturday against the White Sox here.
That's kind of weird, isn't it?
He wants to play 1 game.
Huh.
Face live pitching, trying to get him out for real.
Most guys never want to go down there.
Been a little while though.
Yeah, I guess.
You know, you're pressing almost 2 weeks by that point. 0-2. Got a piece of it. When you go back the last 13 games, Benintendi is 22 for 52 here at Fenway. It's a .423 average. He likes it here.
Got a 3-run bomb the other way out against Toronto, I believe it was, at home.
1-2. Bogart's on deck. We're tied 1-1. It's the first time since 1978 the Red Sox have a record of 42-19. Floater down the line, giving chase. Jones on the move near the corner, off into the stands, and he tried to scale that wall.
Boy, that wall is a problem over there. You know, you got a beat on that ball. That ball's falling fast. He thought he had a chance. You know, wear that wall. You try to. He's got a beat on it too.
That's a DL wall.
Yes, it is.
A lot of guys have gotten hurt over there.
Hanley and Swihart last couple of years.
Vasquez at second, Bradley at first, and the 1-2 will not be made.
He's not even off second base. What's that all about?
Stopped by McCann, 2-2. Came back with a curveball. It's also shown a cutter and a changeup. Hardy toiled in the minors for 6.5 years. Did not reach the majors until the age of 27. That was 3 years ago.
Benny's been looking soft this whole at bat. That's why he threw that fastball by him the first pitch in this at bat.
2-2 here. Shot into left center field. That's into the alley. Past both of them. Up against the wall. Vasquez in to score. Bradley trucks on down to third. Run scoring double for the red hot Benintendi. And the Red Sox are in front 2-1.
I swear he's looking for something soft and still hit his fastball. And he stung this ball into the gap. Look at him stay on this fastball. And what a nice stroke. That is a beautiful stroke right there. That ball is stung in the gap. Perfect. Bradley can't score on it because they get to it. No sense trying to score, nobody out.
Heck, he was 2.5 the first time someone said, "What a beautiful swing, Andrew."
Totally.
And it has stayed that way ever since. Second and third. Red Sox pressing. Bogart's 0 for 1. And he struck out in the first inning. Xander has reached base now in a season high 20 consecutive games. He's reached in his last 30 at Fenway.
They should be licking their chops right now, this lineup.
1-0. 2-0. Well, you get second and third. JD Martinez right behind you. You're going to get something to hit.
Oh, yeah. But he's got a nibble, man. This guy can't throw the ball over the plate.
He missed again. That was over but low, and now it's 3-0.
And you're staring at JD Martinez on deck, 3-0. You got to get a cross seamer here. I mean, you got to let him swing the bat, don't you? I mean,
it's an interesting call because Cora will do it much more frequently.
It's up to the hitter, I bet. It's not.
Yeah. Well,
you blow it a 3-0 count, you'll never get it again.
He does.
Got it.
Yep. Boy, that was center cut too.
Oh yeah, that's his best cheese. He's got 88.
88 down the heart.
Oh,
look
hello.
at the grin from Cora.
I mean, my
goodness. He got
goodness.
the pitch.
Ball's up just a hair. No, what? I guess you can get to that. Get a little big. Can't help it. Anxious as heck.
You want that back. Here's the 3-1. A little bit up that time, and he flicked it foul. 3-2. Xander has hit very well against Detroit in his career. .343. At Fenway against them, it's .396. So he's worn them out here.
2 88s in a row right there. He's going to get it again.
Well, if he misses with it, Martinez would bat with the bases loaded. 3-2. Shot into left center field. That one carrying back toward the wall. Here comes Bradley in to score. Benintendi right behind him. You could have predicted that.
Oh yeah.
Bogarts is locked in as well, and the Red Sox are on top 4-1.
Well, he saw 3 of them. 2 of them were a little up. He got one center cut, and he knows what to do. No, changeup. Changeup. Stays on it, rifles it off the wall. Kept his head down. That's a nice piece of hitting.
That is good hitting.
That is good hitting because you know you're looking fastball
you
dead.
You get a changeup that you can't guess changeup.
Right, no.
Wow.
But he didn't come off of it. Nice stroke. 2 RBIs.
Seeing the ball very, very well. So many of the Red Sox are, and now they lead it 4-1. Bosio out there. I'm not sure exactly what he can tell him with Martinez coming up and the wheels coming off.
Well, basically, he's just, he's got to give him innings. There's nobody warming up. It's not like they're going to go to their long guy. This is the kind of season it's going to be for Detroit. They got a couple starters out, right? DL, Luriano, Zimmerman. So they got guys starting that really shouldn't be starting. We saw it last night, that the kid from Virginia.
Well, the inning began with the Devers base hit, followed by the Vasquez double. Jackie Bradley hit by a pitch. Benintendi then ripped the double. Xander Bogaerts now driving in a pair. RBIs 32 and 33 with his double. That's 4 hits and a hit batsman. No end in sight. Nobody out. Martinez is 1 for 1 with a single. He will take ball 1. Not enticing enough. He started him with a changeup. Leading the majors in home runs and in RBIs. Only 3 Red Sox all time have ended the season leading the majors in homers and RBIs. Ted Williams did it in 1942. Jim Rice in 1978. Tony Armas in 1984. Rice hit 46 homers. He drove in 139. Ted 36 homers. He drove in 137. Ted also won the Triple Crown by hitting 356. And that'll miss him. 2-1. Moreland next. Red Sox keep coming at you. On top 4-1. Nobody out. 2-2.
A lot of changeups.
Martinez questioning Mike DeMuro on that last one. But a brief conversation.
So rifle something into right center field. Stay back. Ball down and away. Smoke it.
Let it go for ball 3. Very patient. He is number 8 in the American League in batting average, tied for first in total bases. He's tied with Mike Trout.
Man, this is a serious mismatch right here, isn't it?
He's 3rd in slugging percentage. He's 4th in extra base hits. Mookie Betts, despite all the time away, is still leading in batting average in about half a dozen other categories. Mookie 359. That has a significant lead. Topper toward 3rd. Rodriguez will glove that and look Xander back and fire on to get him. Martinez get up the line very quickly there. This outsider timeout presented by LL Bean. From the ballpark to your local park, the outside is always better together. LL Bean, be an outsider. Great night to be outdoors here at Fenway. Temperatures in the lower 60s. Pretty night. So 1 away. Moreland's 0 for 1. He's grounded to second. Bogaerts at second base. Mitch hitting a home run every 14 and a half at bats this season. That's the best home run rate of his career. He scatters the Red Sox dugout. Key matchup presented by Sullivan Tire and Complete Auto Service. Always here to get you there. Mitch Moreland against the Tigers. 5 home runs, 29 runs batted in.
You don't face too many guys like this in the course of a season, do you? Soft toss on left-handers. Not that many out there.
Used to be a lot more of them.
Yeah, there's no soft toss in anybody's anymore.
That'll twist foul back out of play. Used to see a fairly high number of guys, left-handers who threw, under 92.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
You'll never see a right-hander with this. No way.
Not in the age of 100 miles an hour. And the strikeout. 1-2 on Moreland. Nunez on deck. Sox have scored 4 times in the inning so far. Tried to check his swing and he did. 2-2. We mentioned the Red Sox are 42-19. Only 2 other clubs in the last 15 years won 42 of their first 61 games. One of them was the 2016 Cubs. They won the World Series. And the other, the 2017 Houston Astros, who won the World Series. Good eye there, 3-2.
The problem is they didn't have somebody like the Yankees breathing down your neck. You should have like a 5-6 game lead. Easy.
1 game coming into tonight. Yankees are playing Toronto. They're in the 5th inning, 0-0. And Hardy with a 3-2. Been a long inning for him. Hit hard, snagging at Goodrum. He'll go to first base in plenty of time. Down to third, Xander Bogaerts. That'll send up Nunez with 2 away.
Tomorrow at 6, don't miss Red Sox first pitch presented by Joseph Abboud. Available at Men's Warehouse. TC and Jim will preview Game 3 of the Red Sox Tigers series.
Nunez becomes the 8th Red Sox hitter here in the 3rd inning. He struck out in the 2nd, 0 for 1 tonight. Trying to pick up this runner, Xander Bogaerts from third base. He's batting .417 over the 6-game hitting streak. 0-1.
He's hacking, man. There you go. There's a stat for you. That first pitch tells you everything.
Not up there to take ball 4. But his batting average has been climbing. In play to short. Iglesias with a friendly bounce and gets him. But the Red Sox get the Tigers for 4. Outside, so you can enjoy the beautiful weather from dawn until dusk. Shop dining sets, fire pits, umbrellas, and lounge sets today. Top of the 4th inning, Red Sox with a 4-1 lead now. So run support for Rodriguez, who's trying to go to 7-1. James McCann here. He's popped up 0 for 1. He'll be followed by Martin and then Jones. That's 5, 6, and 7.
Well, that's got to make him feel better. He got a 3-run lead now. I don't think he's going to change everything all that much, but gives you a chance to go after people a little bit more.
Did you change much when you were starting and your ball club got you 4, 5, 6 runs?
I mean, you know, you're up by 5 or 6 runs. What are you supposed to do? Just throw all fastballs because I got a 5-run lead? You can't change everything.
So you still worked hitters, obviously.
But if I get behind in the count, I'm more apt to want to go after somebody.
So in other words, you would pitch more to contact.
Yeah, that's why I gave up a ton of home runs. You don't walk people, you're going to give it up.
1-2 on the way. And one of the most famous ones certainly was the one that Kirk Gibson hit, and he is just a few booths down, and your conversation with him is already generating a lot of buzz, and that took place before the game. You'll find out about a lot of those details if you tune in the pregame show tomorrow. TC will be having a lot of that conversation. That one just off the outside. When he hit the home run in not to belabor it, but in 1988, the World Series, did you think it was gone?
Oh yeah.
I mean, it didn't, on the swing, it didn't look like he hit it.
I know, and I told him that, you know, in the sit down. I said, could you believe that ball went that far? And he really didn't say. He wasn't really, all that excited. I was more excited than he was.
Pretty excited when he rounded the bases.
I think he was surprised he hit the ball that far. I mean, this guy is strong and everything, but if you saw the swing from the side, it was all arms.
Yeah. And you had gotten him on a couple of swings that looked horrible.
Horrible.
I mean, with the the legs.
Yeah,
he wasn't even supposed to be in the game.
I wasn't even worried.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
fly ball into right field by McCann, and Jackie Bradley will put that away. Time now for our social stretch with Casey. Casey, what do you have for us tonight?
Manny Machado, he has a new clip to add to his highlight reel ahead of his free agency. He can catch basically anything, including a flying bat of Adam Jones. So top of the 1st inning, Baltimore's day game today against the Mets. Adam Jones swings, misses, loses control of his bat, flies toward the on-deck Machado. It's kind of ninja stuff.
Wow, look at the other bat there, the weighted bat in one hand.
He caught that thing?
And he caught it. Yeah, Casey said he caught it.
He could do it all.
He is going to get paid a lot of money.
He's going to catch some iron at the end of the year.
Yeah, he will.
Yeah.
Serious iron.
Oh, God.
For Manny Machado. See where he winds up. Martin is 0 for 1. I mean, I'm just assuming it's not going to be Baltimore.
Oh, yeah, they got to get rid of him. It's just a matter of where and when. Big shutdown inning right here. Boom, boom, boom.
Bases empty, 1 gone. And he snuck it in there at 94. Again, one of those pitches he just dots on the outside corner.
I guess you can't blame him. I mean, he dots everything. And if he misses, you miss the other side. You don't miss out over the plate.
4 runs, 5 hits for the Red Sox. A run on 2 hits for Detroit, and the 1-2. One hit to first base. Moreland will outrace him. He gets there in time. Martin gone. 2 up, 2 down.
Once again, a left-hander has a hard time getting over there. He would have had a tough time getting to first right there.
For 4 generations, KM has been locally crafting quality Franks for you Red Sox fans. Pick up KM Fenway Franks at your grocer today. KM, together we grill. Jones tripled in the 2nd inning. Very unusual triple at Fenway Park because hit it on the ground down the 3rd base line all the way into the corner, and he wound up at 3rd base. He has wheels, but you almost never see a ground ball at Fenway down the left field line wind up a 3-base hit. Certainly down the right field line, different matter.
He just chopped that ball too.
Quickly in the hole, 0-2.
They play him left center. Everybody does nowadays. They give him the line. See Jake Arrieta of the Phillies the other day chastising his own team.
his own organization. He said basically the Phillies are lousy at shifts.
Yeah,
and Gabe Kapler's manager backed him up on it.
I know.
He said, you know what? He's right. We got to get better at it.
In this day and age, I can't believe that. Especially Kapler. He came over with all that, didn't he? I mean,
sure did.
That's what he's all about.
Yeah, he's a metric king.
Yeah.
But apparently they don't do it very well, which I guess speaks to scouting.
Well, Arrieta can say anything he wants.
Yeah.
He's the man.
I think that's why Kapler backed him up. Here's the 2-2 to Jones.
Oh.
And a full count.
That's like that count right there, 2-2. I would have aired him out, tried to backdoor him, paint, misses. Now 3-2. What new?
This will be pitch number 80 with Iglesias next. Ripped into right field. He goes the other way solidly for a base hit. So Jones has been trouble tonight. A triple and now a single.
That guy's bothering us, getting these hits.
They think he has a lot of upside.
This is a fastball down the way. He not trying to pull. Exactly what he's trying to do.
2-out single sends up Iglesias. He had an RBI single to drive in Jones in the second inning. 260, 2 home runs for the former Red Sox shortstop.
Well, he's 4 for 8 off of Erod in his career with a home run.
He is a threat to go.
That looks like it hurts when you throw like that. Step off and throw. It makes me hurt up here. You know?
Where does it hurt you?
Just
Doctor, where does it?
You know what I'm saying?
Tell me where should it be hurting me?
I don't know. I just go ah.
0-1, runner holding. He bluffs a bunt and takes a ball.
These guys are down 3 runs and you're maybe attempting to steal.
As you mentioned, they don't hit many home runs. They are last in the American League in home runs. They were missing Cabrera for a long time. 26 games.
I would not even be paying attention to this guy. You know, 4-1 game. He's already thrown over there once.
Iglesias made his major league debut with the Red Sox in 2011. Lefty taking his time and a 2-1, and it's pop foul back out of play to even up the count. 2-2 on Iglesias. I really thought by now in his career, I don't know if you share this, that Iglesias might have won a couple of Gold Gloves.
I don't know how you felt at the time, because it's hard to go back to what you thought when we got Peavy. That's what we needed.
Yep, I agree.
And I think he was hitting the ball out of his shoes. I think Iglesias was that great of a hitter.
Bogarts has it. They sent the runner and on target to get him and retire the side. Now open exclusively online. Vote for your favorite Sox players at redsox.com/vote. Catch the MLB All-Star Game on July 17, presented by MasterCard, live on Fox. Bottom of the fourth, Sox up 4-1 on Detroit. Sam Travis, second time around, he popped up to second in the second inning. And it's Devers who started the rally in the third, and Vasquez who added to it. Sam, one of the few guys around who goes without batting gloves, as does Blake Swihart.
Who do you play with? Schwarber, right? Indiana?
Yeah.
This guy Hardy throws below the hitting zone, doesn't he? You know, you're used to at least, 92, whatever, and you don't get any ever.
Came in on him there. Rodriguez with the pick to his left. The tag, and he'll get him. Well, it was kind of a sweet play by Cabrera. A little wink, too, at the end. Got the out. Ace Ticket is Boston's trusted source for tickets to all Sox games and concerts at Fenway. Prices and service are better than you can imagine. Go to aceticket.com right now.
Were you going to say something about Schwarber when I mentioned something?
No, I
cut you off.
I liked your reference, your Hoosier reference.
Right, I just got to rush. Haven't seen that guy for a while. We see him in spring training all the time. And he goes bridge in spring training just to stay in shape, doesn't he? I mean, he always has some good springs with the Red Sox.
Terrific springs. Devers pops this one up a mile in the air around first base. Cabrera. Good room behind him, and he'll make the play in fair territory. 2 down. Vasquez will be next. Red Sox leading 4-1 in the fourth inning. Rafael now 1 for 2. We mentioned that Jalen Beeks will make his major league debut, the left-hander, tomorrow night for the Red Sox against fellow left-hander Matthew Boyd, who is 3-4, but with a 3.23 ERA. And then the White Sox come calling for the first time this year.
You get afraid of those clubs that you're supposed to beat up on. White Sox totally rebuilding. Not that Detroit isn't, but they're just, to me, one of the worst teams in the game.
Huge night for Beeks, of course. You look at his Paw Sox numbers, 3-3, 2.56 ERA, ton of strikeouts.
I did a reading up on him. He's a farmer, right? He wants to make some iron and go get a farm.
Up the middle, skipped off the hill and cleanly threw for a base hit for Vasquez, who has a single to his double.
Boy, Vasquez needs that. He needs to get rolling, and he's got a double RBI and a base hit up the middle. That's got to feel good. Everybody goes over there and plays with Cabrera, don't they? He's got something going on with everybody. I mean, what are you going to do? This is the greatest player in the game.
No, but he's very social.
Yeah, he is.
Very social.
He's always messing around, and everybody's always doing something with him over there.
Pretty cagey tag a couple of moments ago.
Look at him. What do I mean?
It's Jackie Bradley, and Jackie hit by a pitch and scored in the third inning. I think you've got to be a chatty guy at first base generally, don't you?
You can't be antisocial at first base, huh?
Everyone's coming over to say hi all night long.
Yeah.
Pop foul back out of play. So, you probably have a couple of ready-made lines, right?
If you don't feel like talking, you're not swinging the bat very good, you got to keep chirping these guys.
It's a tough gig.
Yeah. What's happening? What's happening? Every time somebody comes over there.
That never happened to Sean Casey. Even if he was having a rough day at the plate or a rough week, you were his best friend if you came over to see him at first base and would talk your ear off. He was made to play first base.
I remember when Russo was managing once, we were playing so poorly, and we had a rookie first baseman, and he started talking to the guys at first base. It's not his fault, and Tony's like, don't talk to them, we're not going that. Tony was mad at this guy.
1-2, trickled toward Cabrera. He slips down, he goes, going after Jackie Bradley, who is now out of the base path, and he is retired. So that was an eventful inning for Cabrera.
Wasn't that 3-4?
'15 and '16. Part of the Plain Ridge Park Casino Fenway Concert Series. Visit redsox.com/Zach Brown Band for tickets and more information. Rossi in the house.
Yeah, Rossi. He's here with ESPN.
Bunt attempt fouled by Rodriguez. Starting the 5th inning. Red Sox head 4-1. David Ross, yep, indeed. Working part of the series here on ESPN.
With my pal Sutcliffe. Good old boy.
And John Shabby. Great crew there. Rodriguez whiffed in the 2nd, so he is 0 for 1. Bounding ball up the middle. Bogart's behind the bag. Pretty smooth. So 1 man away. Time for a game break brought to you by Jordan's, the furniture store of the Boston Red Sox. Here's the Emmy winner, Tom Caron. Tom, thank you very much. Good effort by Buck Holtz.
Yeah, he's pitched a couple good games for them. The first 2. Only gave up 2 runs there. Gets an L.
Goodrum has walked and tapped to 3rd. 0 for 1. Red Sox in the lead 4-1 here in the 5th.
Boy, he can use a little quick inning here. He's at 89 pitches.
Goodrum, a .248 hitter, 5 home runs, bounder to first and picked off by Moreland. Well, there's 2 quick outs.
Boy, that was beautiful right there. That ground ball sort of led Moreland right to the bag. Beautiful.
Castellanos next.
Don't think much of it. 2-0. Ball's off the plate. He swings at it. Oh, thank you. Look at this. Beautiful.
Castellanos has struck out twice, although he reached in the 3rd inning when he whiffed on a pass ball that got through the mid of Vasquez. Busted the webbing. Good fastball for a strike.
We haven't seen a lot of fastballs in tonight, huh?
True.
I thought he was going to pound. You know, David Price, he pounds balls inside to right-handed hitters. Whatever he's done's worked.
Pitch number 92.
Castellanos, do you know what kind of year he had last year? Do you know that he had 26 home runs and drove in 101 last year?
He was their best hitter.
Quietly.
And he's hitting .333 this year. Fouls that one away.
This guy is the man.
1 and 2.
He had 36 doubles, 10 triples, 26 dongs. I mean, he had a great year last year.
Hitting right in front of Cabrera, who took a little tumble on that last defensive play at first base, but appears to be all right. 2-2. 195. Two down. Trying to finish off the number 2 hitter in their lineup. Into left field, Martinez will make the catch, and they do go 1-2-3. Boxing fans, Saturday, June 30 is the slugfest at the Sun. Witness Joe the Beast Smith Jr.'s epic return to the ring, plus Providence's own Kaylee Reese. For tickets, go to starboxing.com. For more on this event, we send it to Jemai.
It's the middle of the 5th, but we're staying inside the ballpark because we got a world champion with us. This is Kaylee K.O. Reese. She's co-main event in the Nesson Star Boxing on June 30th. And Kaylee, for those folks who are fans of the sport and those folks who aren't and don't know about your style or what you bring to the ring, what can they expect?
You can expect an action-packed fight. I come to fight, I can box, I can brawl. My grand entry, even before the bell rings, is something to see in itself, and I fight really hard and come to bring a show for everybody watching there.
Last time out. Now, I've been at your last 2 of your fights, both exciting. Everything you said, definitely true. Fans can expect that. But last fight out, you lost a tough decision to Cecilia Brækhus, one of the world champions in the division. And now you're fighting again a little less than a month. Is it so you can get that sour taste out of your mouth?
There was no sour taste in my mouth. I mean, regardless of the outcome, there was a win-win for me and for women's boxing in a whole. And I'm very proud of my performance that night. So it's more or less to stay busy and just stay busy for that rematch. That's what it's really for.
As a New England native from Providence, Rhode Island, how cool is it to be inside Fenway Park watching the Red Sox?
It's such a great experience. It's something so magical here. I'm glad I'm able to experience it.
All right, Kaylee K.O. Reese, we're going to see her on June 30th from the Mohegan Sun Arena.
Don't get too close there. Well, Mookie Betts hoping to return by Saturday. Red Sox with a 4-1 lead. He's going to hit and do hitting of his own here out on the field tomorrow. And then wants a rehab game as well at the minor league level before getting back into the Red Sox lineup. Sox have done all right offensively without the best offensive player in the American League so far here in 2018. Benintendi will climb in an RBI double. He's also grounded out. Fouled away for strike 1 by Benintendi, hitting .296, 9 homers, 42 RBIs.
Got one of the few fastballs you're going to see. Last time up, rifled it into left center field.
Mentioned he's on a pace to drive in over 100 runs. That one's smoked. High and deep to right center toward the triangle. Back to the bullpen. It is gone.
Boy, he wears out Fenway Park this year. Telling you, he's looking soft, and he got a changeup up in his eyeballs.
Nothing soft about that.
No, that ball was crushed.
10 home runs for Benintendi.
Look at this changeup. This ball's up. I know he's looking soft, and he lifts this thing. He had a good swing at the curveball the pitch before. Look at that thing effortlessly. Look at that, just gets it in the air. This ball's gone. Another feeble attempt out there, right? Both Joe Kelly and
They look like they're 6 years old.
Look at this attempt. Both of them have their hats off, right? Well, he's trying to hit him.
Oh, I'm not sure that's fair. Mike Brentley, I mean, you know, you can't harass him like that. You've got to allow him to.
I guess you have to catch it with your hat. I mean, that's the
deal.
rule.
Yeah. It's a form of interference. Well, Benintendi with a double and a home run tonight. Red Sox on top 5-1. Xander Bogaerts with a 2-run double in the third inning. He's up to 284, 33 RBIs. Martinez on deck. Speedway donates $500 to Boston Children's Hospital for every Red Sox homer. And don't forget, all summer long, stop by your local Speedway and quench your thirst with a refreshing Speedy Freeze. And fouled back by Xander. 1-2.
Boy, this club's got to be feeling good about themselves. I mean, really.
42-19.
I mean, really.
As we mentioned earlier, just a couple of clubs in the last 15 years have done what the Red Sox have done to this point as far as wins and losses, and both of them went on to win the World Series. Very recently, the Cubs in Houston.
Alex Cora picked a great time to come to Boston.
Two and two on Bogaerts. Leans on that one. He's got himself a base hit into left. His second knock tonight. He is 2 for 3. No activity yet in the bullpen for Detroit. See the changes here in a moment.
Somebody answer a phone or something. Nobody's calling. Basio's just sitting there. They got to get 5 innings out of this starter, I guess.
That might be tough to do with Martinez and Moreland and Nunez coming up. And nobody out. A home run and a single to begin the inning. Martinez has singled and grounded out. .320 with 20 home runs, 52 RBIs. Benintendi with a blast into the bullpen. So it's 5-1, and that one is fouled away. A win tonight, and the Red Sox win another series.
He got him out last time with a ground ball to third. I don't know how he's going to get him out. I guess that last pitch, just a changeup down and away. I guess.
1 ball and 1 strike. He's not been overtaxed with his pitch load. He's at 73 because he has stayed away from any walks. But the Red Sox do have 8 hits. That's off the outside on a changeup.
Just to stay in shape, those changeups.
Red Sox are still the only club with 40 wins, and they have 42.
Uh-oh. Gets a little anxious right there. Can't believe that he got something to hit.
Moreland on deck. Mitch this year, one of the Red Sox all-star candidates, certainly. And the 2-2 will not be made.
He's got no lead over there. I don't even know why he's thrown over there. I guess he doesn't want to. He's not in a hurry to throw it to home plate.
Not with Martinez up there.
How's he going to get him out? We'll see.
Grounded back to him. Hardy guns it down to second. 1 out there. On to first. And they turn to double play.
That changeup.
So 2 away. Bases will be empty for Moreland.
But I tell you, change up down and away. He goes fishing for it, and they turn it.
Quiet night so far for Mitch Moreland. He has grounded twice to the second baseman. In 25 games batting third or fourth in the lineup, Mitch Moreland is hitting .367 with 23 RBIs. Look to hold up. Need to appeal. That's a swing and a miss. Strike one. Yankees in Toronto have gone to the seventh inning. They're 0-0. Seattle and Houston are pretty much just starting. They're in the second inning. 0-0. Seattle has taken a 2-game lead over Houston in the West. Mariners have won 5 straight.
Yeah, without Cano.
It's like they're a better team without Robinson Cano.
Well, they've pitched great. I mean, the last 20 games are like a little over 2 ERA. Oh no.
Yeah, they get a fan loose on the left field grass. And romping toward right. Security on his tail.
See ya.
Oh, he got tackled. Man, did he get buried.
God, that's beautiful. You saw it coming too, didn't you? I told you, hey, look the other way, pal.
I think Moreland admired the hit, didn't he?
Yeah.
He and McCann, they admired the hit.
Yeah, it was a good hit.
They might have grabbed a BC linebacker for that gig. Red Sox on top here, 5-1. The bullpen really enjoyed it.
A little entertainment.
Leveled the guy. And out he goes down the right field line. And back to baseball after a brief football interlude. That was a heck of a tackle. Nunez on deck. Should he get that far? Red Sox leading by 4 here in the middle game of the series. A ball and a strike on the Red Sox cleanup man. And a ground ball. Iglesias will handle this. And that will retire the side, but Benintendi connects. 5-1. Eduardo Rodriguez pitching line brought to you by Ace Ticket. So working into the 6th inning, 95 pitches. He's walked only 1 man, struck out 4. Cabrera, Martinez, McCann to face him in this inning. And Hembree active in the bullpen, where Benintendi's 10th home run just landed moments ago to put the Red Sox in front 5-1. And Cabrera has hit 465 of them in his career. He's tied with Dave Winfield for 34th in Major League history. 3 home runs shy of tying Chipper Jones, who hit 468. That'll float into left field and drop down for a base hit. So Cabrera's on for the first time in this one. When hip and knee pain force you to sit out, make sure you visit the joint replacement experts at Beth Israel Deaconess Medical Center. Visit bidmc.org.
Last time he hit a bullet to second base, out. This time he gets jammed, flips it into left.
Victor Martinez is grounded to third, fly to center, 0 for 2. Worth repeating the success that Rodriguez has enjoyed in his career when he goes at least 6 innings. Career mark of 22-3. Fly toward right, Bradley, hard run coming, and makes the play. Boy, there aren't many who get to that ball. The Red Sox happen to have a couple of guys who can get there.
Boy, he had to be playing him shade, to. Yeah, he was there. I thought he was coming a long, long way, but this guy can go get him. He knew exactly where it was going to go. He made the catch so easy. We saw those balls go out of play last night with the wind blowing that way. Thank you. 1 pitch out.
Yeah, a tough hitter getting Martinez. That brings up McCann. He has popped up and flied out 0 for 2. Sox in the lead 5-1. And Eduardo Rodriguez, when he gets 4 or more runs of support, is a career 21-2. A man on and a man out.
You had that stat with Porcello the other night, talking about what he is when he gets 3 runs of support. Ridiculous.
Yep, off the charts.
Jeez.
And did it again on Sunday in Houston. I really thought it was a huge series for the Red Sox to go there and drop the first 2, come back and split.
Porcello showed me something all year. He had a couple bad starts, but he just mixes it up. He's the whole package, He's got so many pitches. Not afraid to come inside.
Not at all.
Not at all.
Red Sox with the number 2 pitching staff in the American League, right behind Houston. Huge reason the Red Sox are 42-19. One-two to McCann, and he comes up empty. Down he goes. He struck him out. So 2 gone.
The changeup always comes in handy. You see a punch out right there. The pitch count over 100 pitches. A little tap inside. We're not going inside. We're throwing a changeup. Didn't catch it very well. Doesn't matter. Kind of a weird way to catch that, wasn't it? Scooped it.
Martin is 0 for 2. He's grounded out twice. Benintendi hammering a home run into the bullpen for his 10th of the year. And on your bobblehead night, or one of them anyway, it's a wise idea to hit one out of the ballpark. The Benintendi splash bobblehead tonight. It was what everybody wanted. And it's 1 of 3, a series of 3.
He's not playing that Moss thing anymore, though.
He still could if he wanted to.
Oh, yeah. It takes a while, though. I like him with the hair, to be honest with you.
Well, you're a Moss guy. You're well established
really
as a
do.
Moss guy.
But that's not cool.
The way he's swinging the bat,
Yeah.
nothing's changing.
I don't blame
Absolutely
him. He's as hot as anybody. He's so nonchalant about everything, too, huh?
You know, I really think he's just a ball player. I think he lives to play baseball, and
it's not a big deal.
You know, oozing talent.
Oh, totally. What a swing.
Made a lot of adjustments as a hitter this season to get back up around 300, driving in runs after a coolish start for himself.
When you first saw this kid when he got here, what did you think? I said, first of all, I said, man, he's kind of small.
Well, I had heard everything about him, you know, through college. He was a great college player, best college player alive, and then heard all the scouting reports. And then when he got here, I was like, well, yeah, you're thinking maybe 30 home runs one day, 100 RBIs.
I was like, I don't know.
Then you saw him swing the bat. You're like, okay, I get it. Line drive into center field, a base hit off the bat of Martin. Yeah, it didn't take long once you saw him swing and play the game.
He's going to go get him.
Well, here comes Cora. So it'll wind up at 5 2/3 innings tonight for Rodriguez, giving up base hits to Cabrera and Martin here. So he is done for the night, with Jones coming up and Hembree coming in. So he's in line for another victory. The Red Sox are 10-1 in his 11 starts coming into tonight. And he leaves with a 5-1 lead. Take on a guy who's been troubled tonight. One of the few guys really for Detroit, Jacoby Jones, who has tripled and singled. So Eduardo off the mound and trying to go to 7-1 on the season as he turns it over to the bullpen. Quick reminder, the Lexus Strikeout Hunger program is underway. Log on to NESN.com/Lexus. We showcase an interview with Catherine D'Amato, President and CEO of the Greater Boston Food Bank. To find out how you can donate and become eligible for a VIP Fenway experience, just visit NESN.com/Lexus. Well, so far another fun night at Fenway. The Red Sox with a 5-1 lead. And Hembree with 1 out to get here in the 6th inning, with Cabrera and Martin aboard.
Hit that triple down the left field line. Chopper hit the ball the other way last time up. Line drive to right field. So he's shown he can use the whole field here.
He's also shown he can really run. 2-0. Come to the bottom of the 6th inning, the Red Sox will have up Nunez, Travis, and Devers.
It's challenge time here, 2-0. See if he gets it.
And Hembree will step off the rubber. Iglesias on deck. And ball 3.
Just didn't want to go after him.
Iglesias already has an RBI single from way back in the 2nd inning.
Think this guy has the green light 3-0?
I would think not. Down 5-1. And he walks him. That was nowhere near, so that's going to load up the bases.
Yeah, that's not good.
CVS Health is investing $50 million over 5 years, extending their commitment to helping people lead tobacco-free lives. You can learn more at cvshealth.com/be-the-first.
Well, that's the last thing you want to do is come into a ball game on 4 straight pitches, ball 4, puts a tying run at the plate.
Iglesias certainly not a home run hitter. He's hit 2, but had a very good swing in an RBI base in 2nd inning. He has also grounded a short. 2 away, but no place to put him. And right through there at 94. Strike 1.
That sets up the hole at bat.
179 career hitter with the bases loaded. Cabrera, Martin, and Jones.
Ooh, thank you.
95 off the corner, but he got the call, and it's 0-2.
Yeah, we need that. I want everything, but this ball's a little outside, isn't it? I think. Pulls it back into the strike zone. Man, they get that pitch, you're in trouble, Pella.
Trying to get Iglesias with the bases loaded and 2 down. 0-2 from Hembree. Little fisted looper, and Moreland takes that in to retire the side, and they leave him loaded. And real refreshing. in the classic colors you love, original lemonade and strawberry. America runs on Duncan. Price and participation may vary. Limited time offer. Nunez 0 for 2. He has struck out and grounded out to short. We thought that phone call to get the bullpen up might have come a little bit earlier. That one is fouled away. Hardy's still out there despite allowing 5 runs, 8 hits.
I think he was going to pitch to the 6th inning regardless.
Seems like it was a game plan. Yes.
Yeah, you're going to be out there, and that's the way it is.
Eddie Rodriguez messing around with Miguel Cabrera. Big swing and a miss. I think Miguel likes to play around. You know?
Oh yeah.
He enjoys the game a great deal. Superstar who still has a lot of fun out there.
He's always got that head in the dugout.
A couple of fellow Venezuelans having a good time. Nunez, a 6-game hitting streak, and he wraps that one foul. They get Farmer up in their bullpen. Buck Farmer.
Saw him last night.
And Matt Barnes loosening up in the Sox pen. Look at a Farmer in the pen. The 2-2. High pop. Drifting out Goodrum. Underneath that in center. And Nunez is 0 for 3 tonight.
We got a Farmer pitching tomorrow night. Huh?
Yeah, you've done your homework on Beeks.
Uh-huh.
So what kind of Farmer?
I don't know. I didn't get too far.
Didn't get that far.
He's in Arkansas, right? I think, because I don't know. I better stop right there.
Went to school there. Yeah.
Okay. But he wants to, his dad's a farmer, and he wants to make a whole bunch of money and then go buy a farm.
Well, so do I.
I don't want to go to a farm.
You don't want to go to the farm, but I do.
Do you?
Oh, it'd be great with the horses and the chickens. Feed the chickens in the morning. Feed the pigs in the afternoon.
I don't know, man.
Or hire somebody to do that.
I was going to want to take it to the house. I don't want to take it to the farm.
Travis with a trickler here. Hardy pounces, fires, and gets him. 2 up and 2 down. That's that great line Robert Redford had in The Natural, right? When remember he came back to play in the big game, and his manager didn't think he was coming, and he's shaving, and Robert Redford's character Roy Hobbs comes up and says, "My dad wanted me to be a farmer." You know.
So that reminds me of that. That's where they played that music after Gibson juiced me.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was a big deal. Remember they played that thing and drove me nuts.
All the time.
Yeah, all the time.
It was
Roy Hobbs.
It was the manager's line to Roy Hobbs. He said, "My dad always wanted me to be a farmer." And Roy Hobbs said, "My dad wanted me to be a baseball player." Ooh. And you get chills, It's great stuff.
Yes. Hit that ball off the light tower, right?
Shattered the lights. Yep. Devers pops that one foul back out of play. A single and a pop-up in this one.
I think that was 30 years ago. That's why it was right on time.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that scene, Kirk Gibson against Dennis Eckersley.
That's not my favorite baseball movie.
Not your favorite baseball movie. I wonder why, Eck.
Yeah, really.
I think the beauty of it from my angle, just as a fan of the game, as I have been since I was a little kid, seeing that moment unfold at Dodger Stadium, it's one of the great moments in the history of baseball. And it's in such a cool perspective for you because you did so many other things around it and continued to have this magnificent career. Yeah, it didn't end that night.
Right.
You went on and on to Cooperstown.
Yeah.
It didn't define Dennis Eckersley.
Yeah, thank goodness.
A great career defined Dennis Eckersley.
That was a close one there.
Wow.
Could have went either way.
And I thought you had him struck out too. I really did.
Did you?
I mean, just with those swings that.
Yeah, but he didn't miss. He fouled it off.
Last one he didn't.
Yeah, that's when he didn't miss it.
2-2. And you guys are in history together for the end of time in baseball history.
I don't know if it was as big as. I mean, it's one of great. I don't know, top 5, top 10, whatever.
No
it is,
doubt.
moments.
Yep.
great to be a part of it. But as a kid, before my time, before I was born, Bobby Thompson hit the home run. Remember? Because I was a Giants fan.
Sure.
Giants won the pennant. That was a huge one.
Goodrum will flip on to get him. 1, 2, 3, they go. Really looking forward to the 23-minute interview tomorrow in Nesson. Nesson brought to you by Toyota's official website for deals, buyatoyota.com. Sullivan Tire and Complete Auto Service, and by the all-new Subaru Ascent, featuring a car that is now bigger than ever this summer. Well, the Red Sox with a 5-1 lead on what is a beautiful night here in Boston. So clear. We're looking at planets now. That's Jupiter.
How do you see that? Somebody told you that? I mean, that's like
big
hard
lens,
to believe,
it's a
isn't it?
big camera.
Yeah.
What a great shot.
Yeah. I'll believe anything. They tell me it's Jupiter.
I'm with you. Barnes out of the bullpen to take on Rodriguez, the number 9 hitter, then Goodrum and Castellanos.
Boy, Barnes has got it going on, I tell you. He looks as good as ever. The numbers are backing it up. How about that? What was that? Abbreviated throw? What is this?
The 1-1 hammer to short. Bogart's on a charge and will set him down. One man gone. Let's toss it down to Jemai.
Thanks a lot, Dave. Well, Matt Barnes has been on quite the run over the last few weeks, but Alex Cora says he's had quite the successful season. He's been able to not give up an earned run in his last 10 games, and he hasn't walked a man since May 13th. Cora says something inside of him has clicked, and he's been able to find that success. He's been able to expand the zone with his breaking stuff and then be able to hit 97, 98 on the gun. That's also impressed him during this stretch. And you got to think, guys, he's on a career best 11 inning scoreless streak right now, looking to continue that as his bullpen has been great all year.
I mean, his confidence is through the roof is what it is. I saw somewhere where he said he looked at some tape back in 2016 to see when he was throwing good and made a few adjustments to his delivery.
Now, one thing he has added this season is the occasional splitter, which he used to throw in college. Went away from it for a while. Just dropped one there as he skipped it. 1-1 to count. By the way, the Yankees in Toronto are now in the bottom of the 9th inning, 0-0 with the Blue Jays batting. Goodrum in this one is 0 for 2 with a walk.
Look at that thing biting. This guy he's got some incredible stuff, electric stuff. High gas, curveball. The thing that I like is not walking anybody. That was his problem more than anything, I think, was you weren't sure if he'd lose it. Control wise, high fastballs out of the zone, curveballs down.
Overshift on the right, 3 men stacked there. Look at this thing. Look at the fireflies. All around the ballpark. At the cell phones up.
What's that all about?
The 2-2.
See ya.
And in there for strike 3. Sat him down. 2 away.
That's a pair of shoes. You got that curveball. He's thrown him a couple biting curveballs. Then you take this. Sit down. The end.
We see this at concerts all the time.
Yeah.
It's a cultural phenomenon.
It's kind of cool.
Came out of nowhere.
It's like the wave. What's happening here?
Cabrera has come to the umpire behind home plate. He wants to chat with Mike DeMuro. He's concerned about this.
Yeah, it bothers him.
The distraction. Yep. There's Castellanos talking with him. And here comes the manager, Gardenhire. That's what he's looking out at. I guess enough of a distraction. They want it stopped.
These hitters nowadays, they have to have everything perfect. I guess that obviously is distracting in center field. That's the batting eye. You see these little white dots running around. That's not cool.
We'll see if this leads to any kind of an announcement here at Fenway.
Yeah.
Ron Gardenhire talking with Mike DeMuro.
I mean, would you be nice enough to turn off your phone lights? That's exactly what they're going to do. Try to.
Take a look at the last
Maybe
pitch.
that's why he had a pair of shoes, because he couldn't see. He didn't know what to swing at. I'm just waiting for an announcement or something.
Nope, I've not heard a word.
It's almost like they turned their lights off in center field. I guess they figured it out.
Well, that's where Wegner is looking, though. The second base umpire took up his position. He was turning around looking up, and they are counseling them to stop it. The ushers are, at least in that part of the ballpark, toward the batter's eye at center. The center field stands.
There's that split right there.
Castellanos has struck out twice. He's also lined to left. It was actually for us a very pleasant diversion, wasn't it?
Yeah. For us.
A starlit night at Fenway. Not for the hitter, though. Here's the 1-0. Red Sox in the lead 5-1. Here in the 7th, they have out-hit Detroit 8-5. Tigers still within striking distance here. Meanwhile, there's still 0-0 Yankees in Toronto, 9th inning at Rogers Center in Canada. Fired in at 96. Now they've gone to the 10th inning in a 0-0 game there in Toronto.
Throw him a hook right here, 2-1. Three and 1 on Castellanos, hitting .332.
6 home runs. Eduardo Rodriguez went the first 5 2/3. He can win it. And if he does, Erod will improve to 7-1, and the Red Sox would improve to 11-1 in his starts. 3-2. Left-hander Jalen Beeks to make his major league debut tomorrow night here at Fenway Park for the Boston Red Sox. Will be taking on fellow left-hander Matthew Boyd. And the finale of the series. 3-2 coming. Up the middle, base hit. Castellanos, who had struck out twice and lined to left, is aboard for the first time this evening.
Tomorrow at 6:30, don't miss Red Sox Game Day Live, presented by DCU. TC and Jim will preview Jalen Beeks' MLB debut tomorrow. DCU, Digital Federal Credit Union. What can DCU save you?
By the way, in the last game of a series, the Red Sox have been just ridiculous. They're 16-3, the last game of series. Right now, trying to take care of business here in the middle game after winning last night. Here's the always dangerous Cabrera, 1 for 3 with a single. 97 and fouled back. Best fastball so far for Barnes. Runner at first and 2 away in the top of the 7th.
Back to that hook again.
Did he hold up? He tried to as it bounced away, and that is going to be no swing. 1-1.
He always goes, Cabrera, right to point to the umpire. Point to him. See, I checked. He does it all the time.
You're good. I checked. I didn't go.
Don't even think about it.
Of course, he was right.
Yeah.
What a great hitter he's been in his career. One. 97 again. On the 4-time batting champ. So it would appear to be time for a curveball.
The high fastball is what that is. As hard as you can.
Fouled away again, and it was 97. Still 1-2. Victor Martinez hitless tonight so far. He's 0 for 3. He's on deck. 5-1 Sox.
Another one hard as you can.
Two and two.
Barnes this year has finally found his role. Last year he was everywhere. Didn't they use him all different kind of situations? He was always good with guys on base. I mean, he had the splits where he didn't pitch good. What, on the road or at home last year was a big difference. But now he's found his niche here.
2-2 to Cabrera. Pretty good fight here. He did come with a curveball that time. And Cabrera hung in there.
To do what Cabrera has done, you have to be a good breaking ball hitter. You know, to hit what like he does, over 300 lifetime, 317, whatever it is. You got to be a great breaking ball hitter. He's just a great hitter, period.
Always an outstanding off-field hitter. You know, the ability to go to right. That one into left center field. That'll get down. Benintendi giving chase way out there. Castellanos into third. He'll pull up. The throw clangs away. Cabrera's going to move up, trying to into second, and he does with a runner holding at third. Second and third with 2 down.
Heads up by Cabrera to get in, sneak into second base. You think this is a double easy, right? But you know Cabrera can't run. They're going to hold up Castellanos coming around third base, and then the throw gets away there from Bogaerts, and watch Cabrera. He's going to try to sneak in there. You better not get thrown out. 2 outs, that would have been horrible, but he does just get in.
It's going to be a base hit and an error on Benintendi in center field on the throw. So second and third, 2 down. And now all of a sudden it gets a little more dramatic here for Barnes and the Red Sox with Martinez the batter. He's 0 for 3. But 2 men in scoring position. Past him for strike 1 on the swing and a miss. So with 2 down, the Tigers threatening.
Playing him into dead pull. You see Jackie gives him the right field line, but not much room out there.
And the 0-1 to Martinez, now hitting lefty. 0-2.
Late on 2 fastballs, beat him bad.
And he come back automatically with another one of those, or do you drop the hammer?
Well, if you're going to drop a hammer, you're going to throw a ball with it.
Maybe bounce it.
You're going to bounce it. You're not going to throw a strike with it. He's just late on his gas.
0-2. Castellanos at third, Cabrera at second. Crowd wants a K.
Yeah, he bounced it all right.
1-2.
He was not going to hang that breaking ball.
Vasquez with a nice play.
Look at this pitch. Luckily that ball bounced and went to the right a little bit, and nice block there by Vasquez. Textbook.
Vasquez had a very good night. He's also 2 for 2 at the plate. Castellanos coming way down the line. The third baseman is not in his area code. Devers is playing shortstop in the shift. 2 out. Here comes the 1-2 to Victor Martinez. 2-2.
You know, 1-run lead, you got to play. Third baseman's got to be closer than that. Gives you the luxury of not really caring about that run at third.
Now Martinez has always handled the bat so well, and he almost never chases outside the strike zone. Does not have a hit tonight, though. 2-2. Pop foul back out of play.
Late again on that high fastball. 26 pitches on the inning.
Now we're in the 7th, and a threat by Detroit. They built it with 2 down, a base hit, and then another base hit and an error.
He go halfway down the line. There's
2-2. All filled up now on Victor Martinez. If he walks him, the tying run in McCann would be coming up to bat. Even now at 39, Victor will make you work. And the 3-2 from Barnes. Went back to a breaking ball. Went back to the curve, and he flicked it foul.
I didn't think he had any feel for that curveball after shoving one in the dirt.
Just 158 with men in scoring position. Martinez. Barnes looking to add to his woes here. Castellanos and Cabrera get their leads.
In no hurry.
Barnes peering in, takes a sign from Vasquez. He's ready. Runners will be on the move with 2 down on the 3-2. Here it comes. And he walks him. And they are loaded up for Detroit. Long at bat by Victor Martinez. He wins the fight. And they're all filled up for McCann.
Just not tempting enough on that 3-2 fastball away.
Kelly loosening up now in the Red Sox pen. Dana Levangie coming out for a visit. Vasquez is already out there.
You got to get a little chat on McCann, a little update on how you want to go about this. This guy's an all or nothing type swinger at the plate.
Well, you can join Pedro and Carolina Martinez at the Pedro Martinez Charity Second Annual Feast with 45 on June 29 right here at Fenway. Celebrate a night of baseball, food, and drink with 45 of the best chefs in the city, along with Pedro and other stars, to raise funds to support children and families in need. Tickets are available right now at PedroMartinezCharity.com. Be a great night. Great food too. Well, here comes McCann. He's got 0 for 3. He's popped up, flied out, and struck out. He's got them all loaded up. Fenway Park a little anxious for the first time in a while, and he went for the downs on the fastball and he fouled it away for strike 1.
He didn't want to throw a strike there, just a high gas ball just to start him off, and he's ready to shoot, boy.
McCann is at 4 homers. Castellanos, Cabrera, Martinez.
You drop a hook on him.
This is a season high in pitches for Matt Barnes, 30. 18 strikes.
This is the type of game where you need a couple days off after all these pitches.
And the 0-1. High and tight. 1 ball, 1 strike.
That high fastball gets out of control sometimes with Barnes. Humps up and the ball's not even close. Because a lot of times he throws that pitch, doesn't want to throw a strike with his fastball. He sets up his breaking ball a lot. So his sights are always set high. That's what frightens me sometimes.
One to McCann. Now he's in front. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Right back to the fastball. So he is on the edge of getting out of this. What's his pitch?
I think he'll throw him a hook. But then again, he's got serious gas.
1-2.
There it is.
Did not get the call off the corner, said DeMuro, and it's 2-2. Looked like a pretty good pitch.
Yeah, it's not a good curveball, but it might have caught the top of the strike zone. That's an ugly curveball. It's not something you're going to beg for. You're not trying to throw it there to begin with.
Well, I thought good enough to be a strike. But DeMuro said no. 2-2. They lead at first, second, and third. High fly foul out of play. Back to 97 on the radar gun.
Can't go wrong with 97 upstairs if he swings at it.
Joe Kelly's got to be ready. Castellanos at third, Cabrera at second, Martinez leading at first.
Hook.
Two.
No. Boy, could fill it all up right there in that. Almost the same spot.
Look at a cluster of pitches in that strike zone. Number 4 was the one that was not called a strike.
Hasn't had a real good feel for his curveball. That's why he hasn't probably gone to it. Maybe now.
2-2 again to McCann. Liner on one hop. Bogarts has it. A foot race to second. Gets there plenty of time. And Barnes escapes as they load him up but cannot score. For Stella in their third annual Freedom 5K run walk on Sunday. Stepping Stones for Stella, a nonprofit organization committed to providing buggies to children with disabilities. For more information, visit steppingstonesforstella.org. But Farmer to make an appearance. 6'4", 232-pound right-hander. He is tied for 8th in the American League with 29 appearances, but a high earned run average, 626.
A lot of base runners you see right there.
Bottom 7. Vasquez, Bradley, Benintendi. That's where a lot of the Red Sox runs tonight have come from. Vasquez with a double and a base hit. He's driven in a run. He scored another. There's a shot high and deep left field. Driven back and gone into the monster seats. Oh, he's swinging a good one.
Yes, he is. Attack mode. He almost went bridge the first time up, 3/4 away off the wall, easy, and he goes hunting that fastball and got it and lost it. Good for him. Good night for Vasquez. He gets a fastball, trying to get ahead, and he just lifts this ball out of here. Nice and aggressive. Boy, he's got it going on.
A big home run Saturday, another one tonight. Old Dominion, the official freight carrier of Major League Baseball, and the Red Sox. A little more breathing room, making it 6-1. High fly ball by Jackie Bradley. Backing up is Jones to the warning track, and he snatches that. Jackie sent that for a ride. One man gone.
Boy, everybody's ready for that fastball, aren't they? My goodness. Sooner or later, he was going to get hot.
Yeah,
he was due.
He certainly is tonight. 3 for 3, and that batting average is climbing very quickly. Matt Barnes able to get out of that jam with the bases loaded, and the Red Sox quickly add another run. Benintendi another good night. RBI double, and he smoked a home run. He is 2 for 3.
Farmer said enough of that. I'm throwing a changeup.
Knocking on the door of 300 at 299. 10 homers. Six runs on 9 hits for the Red Sox. 2 of those by Benintendi. 1 run, 7 hits for the Tigers. A 1-1 back to the hill. Farmer will take care of that. 2 gone. Time to see who's been driving the ball, presented by Toyo Tires. Xander Bogaerts' last 7 games hitting over 300 with 2 home runs. Toyo Tires is the official tire of the Boston Red Sox, and tonight is a 2-run double and a base hit. So he's closing in on 300. Joe Kelly joined by Brandon Workman. Martinez on deck. 6-1 Boston. Yankees in Toronto gone to the 11th inning. 0-0. Houston now leading Seattle in the 5th 3-1. Texas on top of Oakland 6-2 there in the 5th inning. Cleveland has defeated Milwaukee 3-1.
Think about Mookie coming back at this lineup, hitting first again, and Bogaerts goes back to what, 5th? That's where he was before.
Yeah, that would make sense. You know, Pedroia not in the lineup. He's on the disabled list.
Maybe even 6th.
We'll get to see something we haven't seen in quite some time, really, relatively speaking, over the course of the season. That's Mookie Betts take batting practice tomorrow here at Fenway. We'll see how that goes, and then he would like a rehab game. 2-1. Chopper up the middle, ranging Goodrum. That's going to get through. A seeing eye base hit. Iglesias going for that. So Xander is on for the 3rd time tonight.
Nice little 3 for 4 night. Seeing eye ground ball. That's a beautiful thing too. They sort of looked at one another as perfectly placed right in between. Smash into each other if they try to go at it.
So 2 singles and a 2-run double for Xander. It's like he is back at it. Of course, he ripped a home run into the bullpen last night. That'll send up Martinez 1 for 3 with a base hit. 2 down, 1 on. Sox up by 5. Checked his swing, and that is ball 1. But with a win here tonight, the Red Sox would improve at home to 22-8.
They're about the same on the road.
You're not lying.
You got that kind of record.
On the road, Red Sox are 21-11. Moreland waiting on deck. Hoping to bat in this inning, but that's up to JD. Leading the major leagues with 20 homers, leading the major leagues with 52 RBIs. One and two.
Back-to-back changeup. You see that ball dipping down and in. Trying to launch that ball. That ball's hard to launch because it's biting down.
Bogart's off first base.
High gas here.
Red Sox scoring enough runs tonight to make it pretty comfortable for Eduardo Rodriguez. Eddie Rodriguez 5 2/3, 1 run, 5 hits. He can improve to 7-1. The 2-2 hammer to short. Iglesias will flip it to retire the side, but another home run, this one by Vasquez. Davis Real Estate, the official realtor of the Boston Red Sox, by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% on car insurance. And by Southwest Airlines, low fares, no hidden fees. That's transparency. Here's our game summary brought to you by Xfinity. Erod 5 2/3 in line for a win. Benintendi with another nice night. Vasquez had a great night. 3 for 3 solo shot, 2 RBIs. Thought he caught a great game last night. Doing it again today.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there. I'll tell you that. Anytime you catch a game with Stephen Wright, you caught a great game.
Brandon Workman out of the bullpen. Becomes the 3rd Red Sox reliever. His numbers with the Paw Sox in 15 appearances.
Back-to-back nights here for Workman.
Go back to the 15th of April, and the Red Sox have the major league's lowest bullpen ERA, 2.60.
We'd like to just throw away that first game of the season more than anything else.
Yeah. And since the 19th of May, it's 162. That is the lowest in the majors.
Well, you got to take care of your bullpen. You do, and you know the starters have done a nice job too. That's part of it.
Martin with a liner to left field, but it hangs up for Martinez for the out. One away in the 8th inning for Detroit.
Don't miss WB Mason Extra Innings Live tonight right after the game. TC and Jim will break down the game, and you'll hear from Eduardo Rodriguez and Alex Cora, who but WB Mason, celebrating over 20 years of same-day delivery.
Here's Jacoby Jones. The Red Sox have not been able to figure him out tonight. He has a triple, a base hit, and a walk. He's really the one guy. Well, Cabrera does have a pair of singles. Jones scored a run in the 2nd inning. It's the only run they have tonight against the Sox pitching staff. And the 0-1.
Little side armor there. Lewis Coleman out in the bullpen.
1-1 pitch, a let-up pitch, and he missed downstairs with a curveball. Two and one. Red Sox closing in on their 43rd victory. 42-19. A lot of talk on the talk shows. Did you see this coming? Knowing the Red Sox were going to be a really good ball club, but 42-19.
No, I don't think anybody thinks this is coming. I mean, it's a good club, but this is a great streak.
3-2, and to be able to keep on winning despite the loss of Mookie Betts, who couldn't have been any hotter. And yet the Red Sox keep on rolling. Home and road. 3-2 on the way. And pop toward right. Jackie Bradley in on this. 2 down. Time of the Geico Red Sox moment honoring the 13 championship game. Number 62. The Red Sox would lose to the Angels 9-5. Mike Trout had 3 hits. He scored twice. Mike Carp hit a solo home run for the Red Sox.
Boy, Carp had a big year that year. Remember him?
I do.
Off the bench. He had a great year off the bench. Everybody did a job that year.
High fly headed toward the wall on the move. Martinez back to the track. He's got it to set down Iglesias, and they go 1-2-3 in the 8th. Heroes presented by T-Mobile. Dustin Pedroia, the founder of Pedroia's Platoon, recognizing veterans and active service members with rewarding and memorable experiences on and off the field. Petey's career here at Fenway, a .317 average with 317 extra base hits, 397 RBIs.
God, you got to love Fenway, don't you?
I know he does, and Fenway loved him back when he returned for the first time. Now back on the disabled list, but the Red Sox believe that is not a serious thing with his knee. It's inflammation in the knee, but they believe that's going to fade away, and he's actually running around on the field and playing some catch earlier tonight.
That's a good thing.
Good sign there for Dustin Pedroia. A lot of work for veterans.
They've been holding down the fort all year long without him.
Well, Moreland, a big part of that. Mitch is 0 for 3 tonight. He's grounded out 3 times, twice to second. And once to short. He'll be followed by Nunez and then Sam Travis. Red Sox ahead 6-1. Last half of the 8th inning. A win tonight. Sox take the series. And you hear that on this Red Sox team more than any other single repeated thought. Win tonight, win the series. Take the series.
Well, if you took the series all year long, which they've almost been doing, 666. That's insane.
They've been doing exactly that. The 2-1. Rope toward right field. Castellanos moving over toward the stands. Leaps and clangs off the glove and up against the side fence. And into second base is Moreland.
Castellanos looks like he was getting ready for a big play down the line. I might have to climb the fence. Meanwhile, it was kind of routine as it ended up. I think he overran it a little bit, and the ball kind of juggled. He just overran it and then lost it. Clanked off the top of his glove. It's got to be an error, doesn't it?
It's a 2-base error. E9. Moreland down to second.
Get all excited going down the line, think it's going to be a really hairy play at the fence there, and then it
really wasn't that close.
I know, and he pulled up and then just lost it.
He got nervous about that wall. Nunez 0 for 3. Line shot caught.
Whoa.
Coleman able to get that glove up there and steal a base hit.
How about this pick by Coleman? Holy cow. Watch this. Boom. Got it. Man, if he would have turned a double play, that would have been a miracle. This is a miracle in itself. Look at that. The other side of your head, you got to get your glove up all the way around. That was coming right at me, man. I swear.
They'll send up Sam Travis, who is 0 for 3. One down in the bottom of the 8th, 6-1 Sox. And in for a strike. Sam has popped up, grounded out, and grounded out again, last time to the pitcher. Moreland at second.
That little sidearm kind of rises a little bit, that fastball.
Bobby Pointer getting going in the bullpen. Bottom of the 8th, Red Sox by 5 in the 0-2.
That sidearm crossfire.
And a 1-2 to the DH. That one hit toward right. That's going to fall down for a base hit. Moreland at third. They're going to wave him in. The throw cut. Now the throw home and not in time. 7-1 Boston. So the Red Sox capitalize on the error. Sam Travis going to right for the RBI.
Nicely done by Travis. That's a tough little slider that he dorks over, dunks it into right field, and Moreland didn't get a good jump right away, and he's not exactly hauling right there. But Cabrera cut it. There's no way you're going to throw a guy out after a cut. Had to be offline. That's why he cut it, I'm assuming.
Sam Travis has only appeared in what, 5 at-bats, but he has 3 RBIs. That one stoked foul off the bat of Devers, who could really stand a hot streak. He's 1 for 3 tonight, batting average down to .224 with 9 homers. Red Sox with a 7-1 lead in the 8th inning. One and one. So the inning beginning on an ugly error. Nunez ripped the line drive that Coleman somehow caught. Travis with a base hit to right to chase in Moreland. And now 2-1 on Devers.
Coleman's not exactly pinpoint out there. Kind of all over the place.
Sox have out hit the Tigers 11-7, including home runs by Benintendi and Vasquez. And that'll be inside, a miss to make it 3-1. And Vasquez is eyeing his 4th hit tonight. He has doubled, singled, and homered. Here's the 3-1. Floater foul out of play.
Boy, he lets it fly, doesn't he? He's got a vicious cut.
Travis on at first base with 1 away. And Coleman's 3-2. Hard hit down the line, but off the tarp foul. We mentioned Jalen Beeks will make his major league debut for the Red Sox tomorrow night. What is he going through right now? The night before his debut.
Well, I'll tell you, I've never been in his position. You know, I mean, luckily he's been there in spring training. It's not like he's never seen any of these guys. But it's nice to, you know, be around. You just fly in and make the start. At least you can get comfortable. He's freaking out. You kidding me?
3-2. Fouled away. Got to be.
Come on.
Whether you're, you know, going to be used out of the bullpen or you're going to start, and you know there's a chance you might pitch in a major league game, and he knows he's going to pitch.
He knows he's going to pitch. You can't fake him out here. He knows he's getting the ball with maybe the best team in the game, sky high. All you want to do is, you know, do your part. No one's seen you. The advantage is if you have any command is with you. No one's seen you.
Shot to center. That's deep. Martin racing back. He's going to have to play that one high off the wall. Sam Travis will churn into third. Devers kind of stumbles into second. Got himself a double. He almost hit it out of here.
He had to hustle to get to second base and almost hurt himself with that slide. But boy, he crushed this ball. He gets a fastball 3-2. He doesn't yank it. He hits it to dead center field. Fastball right there, and you see that vicious hack. He gets a hold of it. Probably thought this ball had a chance. Martin just turned around and watched it go about halfway up off the wall, didn't it? And he had to scamper into second base. Couple hits tonight for Devers.
High off that wall. Take a look at this one.
A little over halfway.
Yep. So second and third for Vasquez, who has doubled, homered, and singled. Breaking ball in there for a strike.
Boy, he was in attack mode the first couple times up. Last time up, got a fastball left. Little bridge work for Vasquez.
Infield leaning in with one away. Pops a foul, 0-2. Back to the home run cut.
How about this home run swing? This looks like Houston, but he didn't hit it as far. Short to the ball, not a big swing.
Boy, short to the ball is right,
isn't it?
And into the monster seats for his second. Down 2 strikes to Coleman. The Red Sox have gotten some really good swings off this guy.
Yeah, and he's funky too.
Including the Nunez shot that was caught by Coleman.
Yeah, that was hot.
Almost took the pitcher with it. Red Sox pounding out 12 hits and counting. Vasquez could have a major inning and a major night for himself.
A little triple piece.
That would be the cycle. If he could pull that off.
You need a triangle piece to get a triple piece, right?
That's where they often go.
Yes.
Out there in that Bermuda Triangle. Brock Holt, the last Red Sox hitter to do it. Off the outside.
I remember watching Molina get his cycle here when he was the catcher. He was with Texas at the time. Hit a ball off the top of the center field fence and got a triple and pulled a hammy. He was out for a month.
Right.
But he got his.
But he hit for the cycle.
Yes.
Talk about an unlikely cycle.
Triple from him?
Yeah. But it had to be out there in right center. 1-2. Hammered foul. Jackie Bradley on deck. In the inning, a 2-base error by the right fielder. RBI single by Sam Travis. A double by Devers, which almost got out.
This pitcher reminds me of Paul Bird. His face just got a rush.
1-2.
Yes.
And that'll be in there for strike 3. So 2 away. Jackie Bradley will try and do something. 0-for-2 tonight. He's been hit by a pitch and scored a run.
Tonight, after Red Sox coverage on NESN Sports Today, get a complete recap of Game 3 of the NBA Finals. NESN Sports Today is presented by People's United Bank, where the technology is as helpful as the people.
Infield backs up, 2 away. Second and third for Boston. Big scoring inning so far anyway for the Red Sox was the bottom of the third when they piled up 4 runs and really took command of the game. Pointer's still working in the bullpen. One and one on Jackie Bradley. And he gets drilled again. The second time tonight that Jackie Bradley has gotten hit, and that will load him up.
Well, Coleman's been all over the place. From one pitch to the next, you don't know what he's going to do. Little crossfire off your culo. Huh? It's the right place to get hit. almost hit the part where he had his glove in there.
Yep, got him in the wallet.
That would have been great.
So they are all filled up for Benintendi. Swinging it again tonight with a run scoring double and a home run. 2 for 4, 10 home runs. And Gardenhire coming out. He's going to make a call to the bullpen. We'll keep it right here with the Red Sox leading 7-1 and trying to turn this into a full-fledged laugher tonight.
How many runs you got to be ahead to be a laugher?
Parkinson's disease and is doing so much work trying to find a cure and a way to slow down that awful disease. But that conversation for you when that started, what were your expectations?
I don't know. I wasn't quite sure. I've talked to him quite a few times since then. Especially recently because in Detroit I saw him. But I still can't get over what that felt like, because I know what it felt like for me. The worst thing that could ever happen. I wonder what the other side feels like, huh? I mean, that must have been just, oh my God.
Doing that?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, tune in tomorrow, the pregame show, to find out more. It's a great interview. Conversation, I should say. That's really what it was. Here's Benintendi with 2 down and the bases loaded up, and a roll to Goodrum at second. And that will retire the side. Red Sox get 1 more, leading 7-1 going to the 9th. On to look to finish this one up. Red Sox in front 7-1. They have out-hit Detroit 12-7. Bobby recalled on June 2nd from the Paw Sox for the 4th time this year. 4th major league stint. One thing Alex Cora has talked about with Bobby to try to get him back to being as aggressive he was when he made the club out of spring training. And his first time around, he really attacked hitters.
Well, that's exactly what you want out of the bullpen, guys that go after it. This ball 4 stuff out of the bullpen does not play.
Facing Rodriguez, the 9-man, and then Goodrum and Castellanos here in the 9th inning. And the 0-2 to the 3rd baseman. I think that's exactly what he was talking about, as Devers will gun on and get him for the out. Nothing but strikes there.
Hooray for wasting pitches. Sometimes it's overrated.
Nico Goodrum has gone 0 for 3. He's grounded out twice and whiffed. He's also taken ball 4. It's actually how the game began, as he took a walk. He was wild pitch down to second, but then Eduardo Rodriguez, the starter, got the next 3 men. He gave up 1 run in the second, nothing the rest of the way through 5 2/3, and he can win it. Meanwhile, Yankees in Toronto are scoreless to the top of the 13th inning. Goodrum foul tips to the mitt. 1-1.
You know, a lot of people haven't seen Pointer. I mean, he can go after it. His fastball plays faster than it is.
To third again, the backhand. Devers crossed the diamond, scooped and got him. Moreland with some help, 2 away.
That's a long throw across the diamond there by Devers. He's got the arm for it, but a little short over there.
A possible challenge on it. Well,
got a hump up right here. This ball's going to one-hop Moreland. He picks it. He's out.
He got him, and they're not going to challenge it. Finally, Goodrum will come off the diamond. 2 away.
That's his job over there, man. Pick it. It's not going to be clean all the time. Saves a lot of errors.
So the Sox are an out away from 4 consecutive wins and 8 out of the last 10. Castellanos has gone 1 for 4 with a single. Two down, 9th inning. Victory here tonight. Red Sox will be 22-8 at Fenway. Eduardo Rodriguez would be 7-1. Here's the 1-1 home. Jalen Beeks, his major league debut, the left-hander tomorrow night, 7:10 against Matthew Boyd. The White Sox are in for the weekend. 2-1. Popped up, foul, ground, but out of play. But it does even the count, 2-2.
This team is 11-1 tonight after this game with Eddie on the mound. Eddie was doing his thing tonight. A lot of pitches, but still, the stuff is there, isn't it? He's got really. He threw the ball away a lot to right-handed hitters tonight.
You know, he pitches and the Red Sox win. 2-2 fouled away. Red Sox a strike away from being 43-19. Impressive. The 2-2 from the lefty. Red Sox are still the only club in the majors to have won 40. And with one more out, it'll be 43. He got him, and that's the ball game. The Red Sox win this one handily tonight. 7-1 over the Tigers, so they win the series. TC, we've said it several times this season. Once again, the Red Sox go for the sweep tomorrow.